zone. Fires it out, and Gorkuber's got it. He's up past the 30, 40, midfield, down to the 40. He could go all the way. Oh my goodness. Floater received by Doherty. Set up by Zippel. It's the left side attack here. That one is good. And serve. Fergus Falls plays it up, and a rejection up front. Played here by Isaac. DeMetto Zippel. Back row attack by Toole. For her. For Alexandria, sends it right on the line, a header and a goal! And the Cardinals score again to make it 2-0. As Grand Forks tried to clear, here's a shot and a goal! Now here comes Ali Habala through, and she'll score! Look here, penalty flag. Now an interception. And here's a rollout. Now Thompson's going to play her right side. Mason Gorkuber's got it. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Alexandria. Makes it unbalanced line to the right. Pitch goes together, and he'll go down in the backfield. Position by Elvis. Save the equalizer. Now Harstein will keep it in. Getting it to Atlanta. Brenton will fire a shot.
Good evening. Lars Larson is getting more than 2 minutes for slashing tonight. He's being sent off to the 2-hour sin bin.
Bye-bye.
See ya!
He gone! Put it on the board! Yes!
Alexandria Cardinal girls hockey coverage on KXRA this evening means no more of the Lars Larson Show on this Thursday.
That's a shame.
Yes, well, that is a shame.
Yes, a shame. That is exactly how I would put it.
It's a damn shame. A damn shame.
The Alexandria girls hockey team has ventured into Ottertail County to meet the Fergus Falls Otters. Though they no longer face each other during the postseason, it's still an intense rivalry on the ice between the Cardinals and the Otters. Fergus Falls has appeared in the Class A state girls hockey tournament each of the last 2 seasons, while Alexandria has not appeared at state since 2021. But Molly Arola's Cardinals have won the past 2 Central Lakes Conference titles. Now, men don't want to be him. Women do not want to be with him. He's the man with many nicknames. The guy with 2 first names. El Jefe. Or JJ.
My name is Jeff.
Jeff James. Jeff James.
Jeff James
is back with your boy, D-Mac Dave McClurg, to describe the action. And JP Boline is behind the camera for the coverage on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel. We are also featuring the audio call on KXRA and through the Voice of Alexandria app. It's the Cardinals versus the Otters. Now, stay tuned for the Juttner Motors pregame show.
Wings up. And Fergus Falls. So
yeah. In the corner.
well,
right?
Well, some might feel a player like D-Mac ought to go into the corner a little more often and put that little cone-headed cap on
in a disciplinary action. But still, it's good to be here. Obviously, one of the shortest trips that Alexandria gets to make for a road game. And in recent years, the Cardinals seem to have had the upper hand in this head-to-head rivalry. Even, though Fergus Falls has gone to state the last couple of years under Tim Lill, the Otters have kind of been blocked from getting that Central Lakes Conference title because Alexandria has been in the way. And, I always feel that if the Cardinals want to be a conference title contender throughout the season, it's important to get wins in places like Fergus Falls early on.
Absolutely, because these are the teams that, Fergus Falls, regardless that they're a division below, they're a decent team. They are a tough team. If you want to go by head-to-head, both of them have beat River Lakes. Looks like Fergus Falls beat them a little more handedly, if you want to say that, with a score of 4-2. But, yeah, Fergus Falls, quality hockey team. Alexandria, they have to finish their business, and winning on the road in the Central Lakes Conference is not necessarily an easy thing to do.
No, but Alexandria was able to do it frequently enough last year where the Cardinals under head coach Molly Arola were able to get the Central Lakes Conference title. I know we'll be seeing these teams on the ice when we get to the top of the hour, Jeff, but what really surprises me is when you look at the Fergus Falls roster, how many representatives they have as part of the class of 2025. You can count them on your left pinky finger or right pinky finger.
Right. This is a young team, very young team. I mean, they do have a good amount of juniors, but when you're talking about the amount of sophomores and freshmen, you have 2 freshmen on the roster right now. That doesn't happen a whole heck of a lot. It maybe happens a little bit more in Class A than it does in Class AA, but nonetheless, it's a young team, and we know what that means in the future. They're probably going to be a team to be reckoned with.
Yeah, Ava Eklund is the lone senior on the Fergus Falls roster. She is a captain of this year's Otter hockey team, as is her junior teammate, forward Hannah Johnson. Alexandria and Fergus Falls are just minutes away from getting their first of 2 regular season meetings underway, and we look forward to bringing you the broadcast. Special thanks to Jutner Motors for presenting our pregame show and all of the other Alexandria Cardinal sports boosters that you'll either hear or if you're checking us out on YouTube, you will see their promotional announcements during the course of this evening's coverage. Whenever possible, we encourage you to patronize the businesses that are on board as Alexandria Cardinal sports boosters in the 2024-25 school year. We'll take our first break during our Jutner Motors pregame show. My conversation with head coach Molly Arola follows this timeout.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing.
America's best checking for students. Visit www.bell.bank/student checking to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Pomp's Tire Service has solutions for tired tires. Whatever your tire choice, make Pomp's your choice. Brakes, wheel alignments, factory maintenance, shocks, and struts. Pomp's has your service needs covered. Pomp's, we know tires and service. You should know Pomp's.
Precision Auto reminds you to plan for the inevitable, the change of weather and its impact on your vehicle. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust the precision of a pro. Precision Auto. On 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers for 30 years, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings, quality buildings built tough for the Northland. North Central International, heavy-duty truck service on long haulers, dump trucks, buses, and specialized heavy-duty rigs. Medium and heavy-duty parts and accessories for all makes of trucks. Just south of I-94 and Highway 29 South in Alexandria.
Cenex Midtown Express has fresh made pizza, lunch and breakfast sandwiches, and broaster chicken, live bait, propane, and diesel fuel. Cenex Garfield has groceries, bait, and tackle, and made to order pizza. Cenex Midtown Express, Alexandria, and Cenex Garfield.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
On the field, a lot of people know me as number 11. Off the field, I appreciate how First Western Bank and Trust bankers take the time to learn about me and never treat me as just a number. You too can bank where you'll never be just an account number.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
With more of our Jutner Motors pregame show out in front of Alexandria's matchup against the Fergus Falls Otters. Cardinal girls hockey coach Molly Arola is joining me right now as our special guest. Molly, on Tuesday night, the ladies got back onto the ice to face the St. Cloud Crush. It was really interesting because neither team had a lot of separation from one another, at least in terms of the scoreboard, but as you were watching things unfold over what turned out to be a 59-minute hockey game, a tie's better than a loss, but not as much as a victory. So when you go away from the Runestone Community Center on Tuesday night, what was kind of your feeling?
Yeah, it was better than a loss for sure. Obviously, we wanted to get that W, and the whole game was just kind of sloppy. In all honesty, we just didn't control the puck very well. We were running around a little bit, and it was just kind of like a ping pong ball a little bit, just back and forth. And so we just need to hopefully settle down for tonight and just control the puck more than we did on Tuesday.
I know when I visited with you before the game on Tuesday night, you felt that one of the things you wanted to see your girls do was, first of all, stay on the ice 5-on-5 hockey and then utilize the team speed. But Rachel Moore brought it up in the postgame chat that she was impressed with the speed that St. Cloud could provide, that, they were doing some, lead passes and everything, stretch passes, I think they call it. And I think that was of concern for her as the last line of defense. But did St. Cloud's overall speed surprise you at all?
A little bit. I thought, again, we were a little bit sloppy. We gave up way too many odd man rushes, and that's probably where Rachel was getting nervous and, frustrated, rightfully so for her, right? The last line of defense, like you said. But, they're a good team, and we always struggle with them, and I think I mentioned that too. And, of course, we struggled again on Tuesday, but you know what? After coming away from that, we dominated that overtime, and so that's the positive that we have to take away from it. Now we just have to learn how to score some more goals.
Yeah, when you look at the 8 minutes of overtime, I think your kids outshot the St. Cloud Crush 12-1, and somehow Jordan Bovey kept Alexandria from getting that third goal in the game. What happened in the OT that allowed you to have such a huge territorial advantage that really didn't exist during regulation time?
Yeah, whether we just finally woke up or whatever you want to call it, but we just started moving our boots and creating a forecheck and just, using our speed in the offensive zone. And so now we just hopefully tonight with Fergus we can get pucks behind the goalie more often, and hopefully we can just use that momentum from overtime into tonight.
Molly, it turns out that Alexandria was able to convert on its only power play chance on Tuesday evening. What have you seen when your team has had the player advantage? Because it has happened periodically through the first 5 games, but are you encouraged with some of what you've seen when your team has owned a power play?
Yeah, it's still early in the season, so lots to work through, and, people just trying to find the right people still, too. So And we haven't had a ton of practice with it. We've had game after game. So, it's just one of those things that we're just going to keep battling through and practicing and doing what we can. But I think it's still early to tell. I think we have the weapons on both units. And so it's just a matter of time of, practicing and getting the system down and moving the puck. So hopefully we can, obviously we want to be 5-on-5 tonight as much as we can. But if we do get that man advantage, hopefully we can get another power play goal.
We are visiting right now with the head coach of the Alexandria Cardinal girls hockey team, Molly Arola, prior to tonight's varsity game. It's Alexandria at Fergus Falls in the Central Lakes Conference matchup. Jeff James will be back with me for the commentary, and of course we've got JP Boleen on the video for the live streaming on our Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Fergus Falls is in a situation where the Otters, I believe, have played 3 games so far, and it's interesting. I think they've beaten a couple of teams that got moved out of Section 6A before the start of last year, and River Lakes and Wilmer ended up, I believe, battling each other for the Section 2A title instead, with Wilmer getting through. But what I noticed is that the Otters roster is, by and large, very young. I think they've only got 1 senior, but evidently Tim Lill must feel pretty good about that large group of underclassmen he's got.
Yeah, he does. And, Fergus is always a good team. We always, struggle with them too. And it's still a rivalry, especially with it being a CLC matchup. But yeah, they're a young team. They got some young, nice players too coming in. And so we're looking forward to a nice matchup.
In terms of the essentials tonight, Molly, what do you feel are some of the things that need to happen for your team to head home after a second road victory this year?
Yeah, I think in the offensive zone we got to get more creative. We have to make sure that our forwards are having an F3 so we don't give up so many odd man rushes, and we got to find ways to bear the puck. We gotta start learning now and figuring out how we can do it together. But looking for that offensive zone to capitalize tonight.
I know your Cardinals ended up having 38 shots on goal. That included the 12 in the overtime session. When you were seeing the shots that were taken, were there a lot of grade A chances in that group of 38 from your perspective?
Yes and no. I don't think we contested her very well either. We had a lot of shots right in the belly, so it was hard to say, But I think that tonight, in practice yesterday, we were really working on, scoring and getting that puck moving and getting the goalie moving left to right. So hopefully we can see some success on that tonight.
Very good. Molly, thanks a lot for the conversation before the game tonight. I know it's the last game that we'll have on the air until December, but happy Thanksgiving to you and your family and the Cardinal hockey family as well, and we'll look forward to talking to you again very soon.
Thanks, D-Mac. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Very good. That's the head coach of the Alexandria Cardinal girls hockey team, Molly Arola, sharing some thoughts as part of our Jutna Motors pregame show.
And we are rapidly approaching game time here at the not the Runestone Community Center. Yeah, I just decided to move the playing facility for the Alexandria Cardinals about 45 to 50 miles to the northwest. But no, the Runestone Community Center is being used tonight, and that's where the Alexandria boys hockey team is beginning its regular season, facing Bemidji in a non-conference game. Alexandria actually has a couple of quality opponents at the start of the boys hockey schedule. Bemidji at home tonight, and then Orono comes in for a 3 o'clock game on Saturday afternoon. And then, of course, the Alexandria girls hockey team making just its second road trip of the year in game number 6 overall. The Cardinals are at Fergus Falls. You are watching tonight's coverage on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube, and we thank you for listening in as well as we bring you the coverage on People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM, and also available through your Voice of Alexandria app. Starters tonight for the Alexandria Cardinals. Their forward line includes the Ellingson sisters. Kennedy Ellingson, a 2-point scorer with 1 goal. Cadence Ellingson on the other wing, a 1-point scorer with a goal. Julia Doherty is the center on that forward line, and she's got 2 assists so far this year. Tegan Cullen and Emma Remsdorf will be the defensive partners on the ice at the start. Cullen, a 2-point scorer with 1 goal. Emma Remsdorf tied with teammate Anna Corinta for the goals scored lead. Remsdorf has 4 goals, and she actually leads the team in points with 6 this year. The starting lineup for the Fergus Falls Otters will be centered by junior Hannah Johnson, 4 points this year with 3 goals. She'll be joined by Maddie Brimhall, a 3-point scorer with 2 goals, and Avery Tonneson, a 2-point scorer with 2 goals. The defensive partners will be Maggie Greeneagle, a sophomore, not inexperienced. She was playing on the varsity as a freshman as well. She's a 1-point scorer, and then she'll be joined by blue liner Rachel DeBrito, a 1-point scorer for Fergus Falls. The goaltender, the new varsity goaltender for this season, sophomore Mia Olsen, 2-1 record. Her goals against average is 2, and her save percentage is .897. Alexandria's goaltender Rachel Moore has very similar statistics, 2-2-1 with a goals against average of 1.89, and her save percentage is also .897. Thanks to Jutner Motors for sponsoring our pregame show. We are back with the play-by-play call of Alexandria Cardinal girls hockey next.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
Casa Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
What's your number?
I drove 60 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota. I drove 45 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
From Otter Tail Country, Alexandria Cardinal Girls Hockey is on the air on KXRA Radio, the Voice of Alexandria app, and our live stream channel on YouTube. Along with Jeff James and JP Boleen as our videographer, I am DMAC Dave McClurg. Puck gets dropped and Fergus Falls will put the puck into the Alexandria end for the first opportunity. And here's a shot attempt by defenseman Maggie Greeneagle, and it got deflected over into the left corner. Now defenseman Emma Ramstorff trying to play the puck, battling Avery Tonneson there, and the Cardinals will clear it out, and it's going all the way to the other end, and we'll have our first icing about a half a minute into tonight's game. If you're watching on YouTube tonight, Alexandria is wearing the Dart jerseys, black jersey tops, red numerals, red and white trim, the black breezers. The school colors at Fergus Falls are maroon and gold, so the Otters are wearing the white jerseys. The word Otters across the front of the uniform, and the maroon breezers to go along with the white jersey tops. Now the puck gets played back into the Fergus Falls end, and then as Brooke Zierden tries to redirect it forward, the puck goes over into the bench area, so we'll have a neutral zone faceoff coming up.
DMAC, it looks like just early in the first couple of shifts, though, that these two teams are going to be evenly matched in size and speed. It looks like Fergus Falls has some girls that can pick up and put down the boots like Coach Arola talks about.
The line on the ice now for Alexandria includes Lily Dutton, Jersey Severson, and Taylor Treat. Fergus Falls is countering with a forward line of Ashlyn Wohlers, along with Aubrey Nelson and Brindley Scholl. Scholl is just a freshman as part of that line for Fergus Falls. Now the puck gets cycled around. Alexandria will look to keep it in the offensive zone. And now Fergus Falls will retreat. And as the puck gets cleared out, Alexandria makes the line change. Here comes Anna Carenta in, and she's going to drop it off to one of her line mates who shoots it, and it goes a little bit wide. Now the puck along the right wall. Alexandria trying to bring it in. And it's going to be kept in by the Cardinals' Anna Carenta. Off now to Bentley Cryle. She and Skylar Thorson help to make up Anna Carenta's forward line. Right now the defensive partners on the ice include Tegan Cullen and Emma Ramsdorf, though we will get some shifts tonight from the likes of Lauren Hornstein and Peyton Revering. No score, early moments of tonight's game. Here's a pass down in front, and it got stopped by the goaltender, Mia Olsen, her first save of the night. Now another shot by Anna Carenta, and I think that may have made it on net as well. Now the puck gets cycled around. Fergus Falls trying to work it out of the zone, and it gets turned over into the slot area, and Olsen's going to see the puck coming her way, so she's going to cover up and create the face-off in the Fergus Falls end with a little more than 2 minutes gone by. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard so far has donuts up on the board. Alexandria nothing, Fergus Falls nothing. Now the face-off will be coming to the right of Mia Olsen. Hannah Johnson battling for the draw for Fergus Falls against Cadence Ellingson, and the Cardinals do bring it in front and a scramble, and I think Olsen is able to again cover the puck before it gets jabbed at for a possible rebound.
Wow, I thought that was going to go through. We have kind of like a perfect angle at that, at where that was going through the 5-hole. It didn't look like she was going to grab it, but she ended up grabbing it with that leg pad.
Yep, so the face-off will be coming up to Mia Olsen's left now in the right face-off circle from our vantage point. And the puck gets dropped. It goes over into the corner, and it's going to be Maggie Greenagel cycling the puck around, and now Fergus Falls does get out of the zone. Hannah Johnson's pass ahead, intercepted. Emma Ramsdorf now playing it off the far wall. She got it back. She's going to take the shot and whistle it wide. Long rebound's going to come out for Fergus Falls, but Kennedy Ellingson will keep it in. The Cardinals gradually changing their forward lines here to get the Jersey Severson forward line with Taylor Treat and Lily Dutton on the ice. Puck back behind the outer net. Now Fergus Falls looking to break out. Here comes Hannah Johnson up the right side. Now gets met along the wall. She'll slide the puck back into the Cardinals' end as Fergus Falls will make a player personnel change here. We move past 3 minutes into this opening period. Alexandria nothing, Fergus Falls nothing. And now the Cardinals will dump the puck into the Fergus Falls zone as Alexandria will make some personnel changes as well. Back to retrieve it is Aubrey Nelson here for the Otters, trying to work it up the left side, and now the puck gets sent out and up into neutral ice. Now Aubrey Nelson jabbing for it here. Alexandria gets it back. Here's Lily Dutton handling the biscuit for the Cardinals. She's going to skate across the center ice line and then drop it in. And now Fergus Falls looking to clear it out, but it's intercepted by Lauren Hornstein, and she takes a shot, and a player for Alexandria went down in front of the bench, or in front of the Fergus Falls net, rather. And I think we're going to have a high sticking infraction here on one of the Alexandria players. So that's going to mean a face-off at the other end.
You know, one of the things that we talked about in the past, DMAC, is, you know, the depth difference between a 2A team and an A team. And we're definitely seeing it so far here early in this contest. Alexandria's second and third lines just really have more that they're putting out there than Fergus does at this point.
The forwards on the ice right now include Skylar Thorson, Bentley Kreil, and Anna Carinta for Alexandria, as the Cardinals do win the faceoff and work the puck back into the Otters' end. Thorson trying to bring it out front. Now here's a shot and a score! I think defenseman Emma Ramsdorf is going to take the goal-scoring lead, and that's worth another look here on our YouTube channel. Our instant replay feature being brought to you by Quali Real Estate, as the Alexandria Cardinals get on the board with the first score at the 4-minute, 18-second mark of the hockey game.
What a nice feed out front there to find Ramsdorf, and she just did what she's really good at doing in finishing that puck as a defenseman.
So the fifth goal of the year for Emma Ramsdorf gives the Alexandria Cardinals the 1-0 lead. And we'll try to get the information regarding if 1 or 2 assists will be coming. And they are announcing it here at the arena. Looks like 2 assists will be awarded. 1 to Anna Carinta, which will be her second assist of the year, and the second to Bentley Kreil, and that will be her first assist of the year. Again, Ramsdorf from Anna Carinta and Kreil. Time of the goal, 4 minutes and 18 seconds, and Alexandria has a 1-goal advantage.
And I assume that's Bentley Kreil's first varsity point.
I believe it would be. So a nice achievement for her, and hopefully many more to follow as she is in her sophomore year as an Alexandria Cardinal hockey player. So a 1-goal lead for Alexandria. The Cardinals bring it up and send it back into the Fergus Falls end. Right now you've got defensive partners Peyton Revering and Tegan Cullen getting some ice time. Cullen's going to play the puck over to the far side toward Peyton Revering. Now it got jabbed at by Fergus Falls. The forward line on the ice right now includes Taylor Treat along with Jersey Severson and Lily Dutton. Now the puck up to the blue line. The Otters keep it in. Here's Greenagle looking to fire, and I think she deflected it off the iron there. And a stoppage here as the save is made.
Well, they're going to say somebody from Alexandria must have got a piece of that too. I don't know if it was more, but maybe she did, because the faceoff's going to stay inside.
Yep, it'll be to the left of the Alexandria goaltender. Anna Carinta battling for the draw here against Fergus Falls. Kinsey Zender, and the battle for the possession of the puck, and Alexandria does gain control of it. Cardinals looking to break out. Here comes Lauren Hornstein skating across her blue line, then backhanding a pass further up the ice. It gets redirected, and now it's going to be Emma Ramsdorf feeding to Anna Carinta. Carinta trying to go high, but her shot goes a little bit wide. Now a battle for possession over in the far corner. The puck gets cycled around. Anna Carinta trying to do some work in the corner now for the Cardinals. Back out to Emma Ramsdorf. Her shot on goal, and a kick save there for Mia Olsen. Now the puck back over in the corner. Played along the wall, now dropped back in deep. Brooke Zierden will give chase here for the Fergus Falls Otters. Alexandria trying to bring it out front. Now the Otters are going to backhand a pass back the other way, and this will go wide left of the Alexandria goal, and Rachel Moore became spectator there, knowing that an icing call would be made, and that's what we have. So a face-off coming up in the other end. We have 10:23 to go in the opening period. It's Alexandria 1, Fergus Falls no score in varsity girls hockey.
Pressure-wise, we could see a lot of that tonight, D-Mac, from the Fergus Falls Otters, just getting it, clearing it out of the zone, using the icing to their advantage, giving them a break.
Now Fergus Falls wins the draw as Avery Tonneson tried to bring it up the ice, and the Cardinals do get Julia Doherty back to work the puck out of Tonneson's possession. Now it gets played up, and Fergus Falls is going to put a shot on goal. That came from out by the point by defenseman Rachel DeBrito, and Rachel Moore ends up making the save.
That's a name that we've heard a lot in Fergus Falls hockey. DeBrito, Michael DeBrito, former Otter, former Blizzard
hockey player.
Yep.
Yeah, so Good to see another DeBrito playing. This time we know Rachel DeBrito, she's got some experience. She's only a junior, so she's one of many Fergus Falls players that are going to be back for multiple winters to work with head coach Tim Lill. Now the Cardinals go back to retrieve the puck in their own end, and now a breakout here as Jersey Severson will play it ahead to Taylor Treat. Cardinals get into the offensive zone onside. Fergus Falls will bring the puck back out of the zone, so Peyton Revering's going to play it back here to Lauren Hornstein. Hornstein will wait for her teammates to get onside, then the puck squirts along the wall, and Fergus Falls plays it back to neutral ice. Alexandria 1, Fergus Falls no score as we approach the 8-minute mark. Time elapsed in this first period of play. D-Mac and Jeff James bringing you the broadcast. JP Boline is our videographer for the live streaming tonight on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Here is a shot on goal, and Olsen is able to cover up as it looked like it was squirting away from her glove, but she quickly pounced on it and made the save, so face-off will be coming up in the Otter zone.
Maggie Greenagel might have just gotten away with a pretty good cross-check to the back there, too, out in front of the net. But, hey, if they're going to let them play. That's the best way for these kids to decide the game themselves.
Anna Corinta and Ashlyn Wohlers will battle for the face-off here, and the Otters do come away with it, working the puck up to the blue line, but it's going to be kept in by Anna Corinta here. Anna Corinta, part of a forward line with Bentley Kreil and Skylar Thorson. This is the line that accounted for the Cardinals' goal earlier in the period. Now the puck back out to the point, but not kept in. And Alexandria will get back onside. Kreil is going to feed it ahead now to Anna Corinta. Anna Corinta kept wide of the goal as Fergus Falls will play it around. And now here is Wohlers trying to work it up the right side. And I think it's going to elude everyone going back the other way. However, no icing, so it must have been touched by an Alexandria player in that neutral zone area. Now Fergus Falls in with a rush. Tonneson coming back from behind the net, looking to bring it out front. Now Fergus Falls getting a little bit of a space. A one-timer by the Otters is going to be intercepted here. Emma Ramsdorf got bumped in the back and lost possession of the puck. Fergus Falls looking to come the other way. Here comes Maggie Greenagel up the ice, and now it gets to the back wall in the offensive zone, but Alexandria regains possession. Here comes Cadence Ellingson. Nice feed across, backhander, save made, and a rebound. And now another shot attempt. That one on goal, save made. Yet another shot, this time for Kenna Clockey. Getting some time as a blue liner here. And then Fergus Falls able to recover. Hannah Johnson trying to get past one defender, and that defender was back to make the stop there. I think some of the Otter fans felt that maybe an infraction should have been called on Alexandria, but play goes on. Lauren Hornstein will look to fire high and just a little bit wide of the net. Now a possible breakout. Brynlee Scholl gets stopped, and now Taylor Treat tries to put one on net, and it gets sent back as Fergus Falls will pass it out of the zone. Alexandria is going to work it back in. We've played a little more than 10 minutes of this opening period. We've got 6:45 to go in the first. It's Alexandria 1, Fergus Falls no score on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Here comes Brynlee Scholl playing it up ahead now to Aubrey Nelson. Nelson will fire from the left side. Clean shot on goal, but a clean save there for the Alexandria goaltender Rachel Moore.
D-Mac, Fergus has definitely made it a point that they're going to come out and they're going to be physical. They're going to not allow the big school of Alexandria to come in there and run them out of their house. So they're playing a physical game, which is going to slow Alexandria down a tad bit.
So far through the first 10.5 minutes, shots on goal advantage favors the Cardinals 8-3, and now 8-4 as Greenagel takes one from the point, but again, Rachel Moore spotting it, and she'll make the save. Faceoff will be coming up to Moore's right. It's going to be Anna Corinta and Kinsey Zender for the face-off draw here, and this time the Cardinals come away with it. Emma Ramsdorf will cycle it over to her blue liner partner, this time being Peyton Revering. Now the puck in neutral ice. Greenagel trying to recover, and now Alexandria will intercept the pass just outside the blue line, play it in briefly, And now Fergus Falls is going to take it the other way. Ava Eklund, who represents the senior class for this Fergus Falls girls hockey team, drops the puck into the Alexandria zone as the Otters make a line change here. Here's Peyton Revering feeding it up now to Bentley Kryle. Kryle ahead now to teammate Taylor Treat, and now the puck is going to be redirected the other way. It will go onside as going back to play the puck is Emma Ramsdorf. Fergus Falls able to intercept. Shot went toward the goal, but Peyton Revering was standing in front of Rachel Moore, and she'll take the puck and feed it to the left side. Now it's going to be Kennedy Ellingson going rink wide with a diagonal pass to Cadence Ellingson, and she had the puck moved off her stick. Fergus Falls will play it the other way. Maddie Brimhall crosses the center ice area and then feeds it in. 1-0 Cardinals with the lead. We've played almost 12 minutes of tonight's hockey game. Jersey Severson in, now feeding it to Treat. Treat tried to turn around, and the puck was loose, then played off to the left. Now a centering attempt here, and Lily Dutton is denied. Now back out, here's Cullen looking to fire. Shot save made, and then a backhander by Kennedy Ellingson got redirected wide. Now here is Cullen keeping it in. It'll be sent back down low. Rachel DeBrito will try to play the puck here for Fergus Falls. Otters will start to break out here. It's Brindley Scholl up the center of the ice. Working in, and offside is going to be called on Fergus Falls. That will stop play with 4:31 to go first period. The visiting Alexandria Cardinals up by a goal in varsity girls hockey.
You know, D-Mac, some of the things that we've been able to see over the last, 3 games that we've seen the girls is their young defensive core of, Peyton Revering, Tegan Cullen. They sure are very, very calm for sophomore, first-year varsity players.
Right. Yep. Yeah, they've shown a lot of poise out on the ice here. Of course, the Cullen name very famous for a lot of great hockey across that family tree. And, of course, we've been privileged to see, I believe, everybody in the Revering family. Peyton's the youngest of the 4 kids, and Peyton's older sis, Kenzie Revering, is one of the assistant coaches for the Cardinals. Now a scramble in front, and Alexandria's able to clear the puck. Kenna Clockey will send it over toward the right half wall. Then it comes back down low. Clockey's going to redirect it back behind the net for Emma Ramsdorf. She'll send it out, and it's going to be up to the blue line. Played ahead now by Bentley Kryle. Kryle handling the puck now into the offensive zone. Now she got met along the wall. Now the Cardinals tried to have teammate Skylar Thorson going in front. Now a pass gets intercepted. Ramsdorf will drop it off. Anna Corinta will fire. Save made. Bouncing puck in front of the crease area. And Fergus Falls will play it over to the wall. Here is Brindley Scholl trying to get to it, but now it's intercepted. Cadence Ellingson with a one-timer, and Mia Olsen will make the save. And I think we're going to get another look at that passing sequence. Our instant replay being brought to you as part of our YouTube coverage by Quality Real Estate. As Alexandria was trying to work hard in front to try to get the 2-goal lead, but Mia Olsen makes her 9th save of the night. Now the ensuing face-off is controlled by the Alexandria Cardinals, and now Maggie Greenagel able to get to it over in the right corner. Now it gets played over toward the right half wall in the defensive zone. Now it's Avery Tonneson sending it ahead. Hannah Johnson working in. She'll play it long. And now the Otters will try to go to work in the offensive zone. Maddie Brimhall battling for it here. And now the Cardinals looking to get possession of the puck. Lauren Hornstein is able to feed it around. Now the Cardinals will break out. Kennedy Ellingson crosses center ice. She'll tap the puck in as Alexandria will make a line change here. We are now under 3 minutes remaining. Here's a lead pass. Hannah Johnson up the right side working in. Shot from the short side is denied as Rachel Moore is able to make the save. Now the Cardinals trying to play the puck around. Hornstein has it. She's going to send it off to Jersey Severson. Now to Dutton up the right side for Alexandria. Lily Dutton had the puck knocked off her stick. Regaining control here is Katie Berggren. Berggren, Avery Eklund, and Kinsey Zender help to form a line here for Fergus Falls. Quick shot from the right side there by the Alexandria Cardinals' Lily Dutton, and a save is made. Now the puck goes back the other way as Fergus Falls will drop it in. And Alexandria regains control. Here comes Anna Corinta, feeding it up now to Tegan Cullen. Cullen into the right face-off circle, looking to feed across, but it's intercepted here by Kinsey Zender. Zender handling the puck now for Fergus Falls along the half wall in the defensive zone. Now back behind the net, Aubrey Nelson will take it here for the Otters. Kept in here, Emma Ramsdorf. Off now to Cullen. Cullen will fire, and a save is made by the goaltender Olsen, and that will be her 11th save so far here in this opening period.
Yeah, just more that we see Tegan Cullen. She is just so calm. She doesn't panic when she gets the puck. She skates really well. That was a great shot. I mean, I'm just really impressed with this sophomore newcomer for Alexandria.
Face off to the left of the goaltender, Mia Olsen, and the puck goes back behind the Otter goalie. Fergus Falls looking to carry it out as the Otters do play it ahead, but it's going to be tipped the other way, and we might get an icing call here. Aubrey Nelson was able to clear the zone, but nobody else touched the puck as she sent it from just outside her blue line. So face-off will be coming up in the Fergus Falls end. Looks like the Cardinals will bring the Cadence Ellingson, Kennedy Ellingson, Julia Doherty forward line onto the ice. Doherty will try to win the face-off against Fergus Falls' Hannah Johnson. So it's the Johnson, Maddie Brimhall, Avery Tonneson forward line on the ice here. Here's Maggie Greeneagle working her way up the left side, and she'll try to snipe, but Rachel Moore is going to pluck the puck out of the air. Face-off will come with exactly 1 minute remaining in the opening period, and Alexandria up by a goal in Fergus Falls. Face-off to Rachel Moore's right. Again, it's Doherty and Johnson in the circle for the respective teams. Fergus Falls wins the draw here. Comes out toward Rachel DeBrito, but couldn't really get a strong shot on goal. I don't know if she was trying to pass it down to somebody in closer to the goal, but the puck gets worked around, and Alexandria is going to gain control here. It's Kenna Clockey getting some shift time on defense here for Alexandria as one of the 2D partners out there. Now a centering attempt. Now Greeneagle has it, and that shot got knocked away. Long rebound comes out to the right wall, played back behind the net. And now the Cardinals' Cadence Ellingson will try to track it down. And now some work along the back wall here. Avery Tonneson digging for it here. Now the puck gets played up, kept in by Greeneagle into the slot area. Greeneagle working in, wrist shot, save made with 6 seconds to go here in the period. As not only was Maggie Greeneagle there, but I think Avery Tonneson was on the doorstep. So, Jeff, it looked like Fergus Falls was trying to get that shield in front of the Alexandria goalie.
Absolutely, and that's what you're going to have to do with Rachel Moore. You're going to have to get some people in front. You're going to have to make her move side to side. Good job for Rachel there. I think the referee might have lost sight of it and blew the whistle a little early, but, we've seen that go against Alexandria as well, so...
Face off to the right of Moore. I believe it's Anna Corinta and Maddie Brimhall. And the Otters win the draw. And the pass from the slot area went wide of the target. And the clock is going to run down to 0. So the lone scoring in the game so far belongs to the visiting Alexandria Cardinals. The Cardinals up by a 1-0 score. 17 minutes into tonight's hockey game. Just a reminder for you that our Eldon's Fresh Foods Midgame report will be coming your way as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour. We do the Eldon's Fresh Foods Midgame report between periods 1 and 2 of our varsity hockey coverage on KXRA throughout the winter sports season. So we'll take a break. As you watch on YouTube, you're going to view some messages from our Alexandria Cardinal Sports Boosters. And if you're listening on KXRA Radio or through the Voice of Alexandria app, you will hear from our Cardinal Sports Boosters. And we will return to the Fergus Falls Community Arena after a brief timeout.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules. And that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
On the field, a lot of people know me as number 11. Off the field, I appreciate how First Western Bank and Trust bankers take the time to learn about me and never treat me as just a number. You too can bank where you'll never be just an account number.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep, make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer.
North Central International. Heavy-duty truck service on long haulers, dump trucks, buses, and specialized heavy-duty rigs. Medium and heavy-duty parts and accessories for all makes of trucks. Just south of I-94 and Highway 29 South in Alexandria.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
Cenex Midtown Express has fresh-made pizza, lunch and breakfast sandwiches, and roast chicken, live bait, propane, and diesel fuel. Cenex Garfield has groceries, bait, and tackle, and made-to-order pizza. Cenex Midtown Express, Alexandria, and Cenex Garfield.
Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers for 30 years, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings, quality buildings built tough for the Northland. CM Woodworks produces high-quality cabinetry and furniture locally, right here in Nelson. See their showroom at 7300 39th Avenue Northeast in Nelson. CM Woodworks, custom wood creations, designed for beauty, built for life.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
At the Fergus Falls Community Arena, the visiting Alexandria Cardinals lead the Fergus Falls Otters by a score of 1-0. Welcome back to our coverage, whether you're joining us on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube, maybe you're joining us through the Voice of Alexandria app to get the audio, or joining us via your radio at 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, or 105.7 FM, KXRA. Jeff James and yours truly, Dave McClurg, with the coverage. And Jeff, by and large, a very good first period for the Alexandria girls hockey team. I think some of what Molly Arola was hoping to see is coming to fruition. Of course, you'd like to finish off more scoring chances, but you did bury one, and that's better than burying none.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the only thing that I could see during that period was we had a couple of shots that, again, you know, are just hitting that middle of the goaltender, not really trying to pick a corner or anything like that. Molly talked about that, and it's one of those situations as the year goes on, and the more you work on it, the better that'll get. But, yeah, I thought Alexandria moved their feet. I think their depth is really showing in this game. They're able to keep a lot of pressure and a lot of offensive zone time. All around, yeah, I think this is probably as good of a start as you could have asked for, except for maybe a 3-0 or 2-0 lead. But, you know, we'll take it right now.
And meanwhile, Fergus Falls was able to get 7 shots on the Cardinals goaltender, Rachel Moore. What did you see out of Alexandria when the Cardinals were back in their own defensive zone?
Yeah, I think most of it is in transition. There have been some odd man rushes or odd person rushes, and that's where Fergus is getting a lot of their shots. Fergus really out of face-offs too, they really like to move that puck real quickly out to that center D, and that center D taking a shot. But I think the other thing is they're really trying to put a lot of, when they do have some zone time, they're trying to put a lot of people, as you alluded to, in front of Rachel Moore, take away her view of that first shot. Because like we said in the last game, if these goaltenders get to see those shots from a distance, most likely they're going to make those saves. Then you have to worry about rebound control, and you have to worry about making sure that you put those pucks in an area where they can't get the rebound chance that they want.
The only scoring to this point of the hockey game came at the 4:18 mark, and it was Alexandria getting on the board. Emma Ramsdorf with her team-leading 5th goal of the year. 2 of her teammates assisted on the score. Anna Carenta getting her 2nd assist, so Carenta now has 6 points in the 6th game of the year for Alexandria. Bentley Kreil was able to get her first varsity assist, helping out on the Emma Ramsdorf goal. Ramsdorf, by the way, now has 7 points here in game number 6 of the year. So encouraging, Jeff, that one of the leading scorers for Alexandria does happen to be a defenseman, but I know Emma Ramsdorf does have some finishing skills that, in my mind, she's almost like an offensive defenseman, but she can do a lot of things well for Alexandria.
Absolutely, and she's the perfect example for these young these defensemen. And it's one of those situations, though, too, we've talked about this, you can get stung a little bit with that if you're not covering, if you're not seeing that, the Peyton Reverings, the Tegan Cullens, the Emma Ramsdorfs of the world who are advancing that puck or jumping up into the rush. You have to have somebody get back and help cover their spots. So I think that's where some of the, the 3-on-2s, 2-on-1s are coming that Fergus Falls has been able to muster here in the first period. Nothing's come of it, which is always good, but I don't mind our points leader being our defense, but we really need to work on maybe one of our forwards being the leading goal scorer. But we'll take them wherever they come from right now here early season.
Well, and I know Molly Arola has expressed, even in the limited conversations that she and I have had this year, is that, obviously you'd like to finish more shots off.
Yeah.
The Cardinals are coming off a 2-goal game, a 4-goal game against River Lakes last week, but 4 has been the high water mark, I believe, for Alexandria in a single game so far this year. Again, we will have the Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report a little bit later tonight. You will be able to enjoy that between the 2nd and 3rd periods of tonight's Alexandria girls hockey game at Fergus Falls. We're going to take a timeout, and then we will be back with the play-by-play of period number 2 of Alexandria girls hockey from Fergus Falls. But now these words from our Cardinal Sports Booster.
Garden Center features 34 lanes of bowling fun. Whether you're an avid bowler or just looking for a fun outing, add Garden Center lanes to your calendar and make it a fun date.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad. Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Hey, remind me about that party again?
So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
You've seen them, craved them. You've voted them the best. Their Smoke and Brews and Q's get their unreal smoked barbecue for catering, drop-offs, or events.
Hi, this is Schmitty from Smoke and Brews and Q's. Our obsession is the meat, our passion is what makes it great.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing.
America's best checking for students. Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
Pomp's Tire Service has solutions for tired tires. Whatever your tire choice, make Pomp's your choice. Brakes, wheel alignments, factory maintenance, shocks, and struts. Pomp's has your service needs covered. Pomp's, we know tires and service. You should know Pomp's.
Precision Auto reminds you to plan for the inevitable, the change of weather and its impact on your vehicle. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust the precision of a pro. Precision Auto. On 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
Thanks to all of the Alexandria Cardinal sports boosters helping to present our coverage tonight through our various platforms. These platforms will also be available for you to enjoy Alexandria girls basketball tomorrow night. The Lady Cards will begin their 2024-25 season as Alexandria travels to Marshall to play the Tigers. It will be Marshall's season opener as well. We'll have the broadcast for you with an early start time, 6:10 for the pregame show, and the play-by-play will follow at 6:30. And then, of course, on Saturday, audio play-by-play of the Prep Bowl championship game in Class 5A. The 10-2 Alexandria Cardinals facing the 11-1 Elk River Elks. The winner gets to hoist the state Class 5A title. Alexandria trying to win its first state football championship in 50 years. Elk River, Alexandria's opponent, trying to win its third state title in the last 8 calendar years. The Elks won it all in Class 5A in 2016, and then Steve Hamilton guided the Elks to a state championship just 2 years ago. So it's Alexandria versus Elk River, live from US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis Saturday afternoon. Game time is set for 4, and if you're going to be down in the Mill City, you don't have to worry about the long wait. The games on Saturday are spaced out 3 hours apart. The 9-player championship game begins at 10 a.m. That's Fertile Beltrami and Hills Beaver Creek. The Class 3A state title game between Dassel, Cokato, and Stewartville will begin at 1 p.m. or shortly thereafter. And then at approximately 4 o'clock, it's Alexandria versus Elk River. That's the game we'll have on KXRA with the live audio for free on your Voice of Alexandria app. Coach Z, Tim Zuffer, will be my broadcast partner for the coverage from Minneapolis on Saturday. As you view things on YouTube, Alexandria will now flow right to left on your screen here in this second period of play as goaltender Rachel Moore is now off to our right and Fergus Falls goalie Mia Olsen is off to our left. The Otters will play the puck into the Alexandria zone to start the second period and try to set up the forecheck. Rachel DeBrito will slide the puck around. Alexandria gains control here. Tegan Cullen will send it ahead, and now it's tipped in by Caden Ellingson back into the Otter zone, and now Maggie Greeneagle will play it for the Fergus Falls Otters back up into neutral ice. Cullen and Emma Ramsdorf are the defensemen on the ice right now. They are joined by the forwards at the moment, Jersey Severson, Lily Dutton, and Taylor Tree. And now the Cardinals play the puck back the other way. Fergus Falls, Aubrey Nelson trying to do some work along the wall. And now Alexandria walking in. Here's a shot by Dutton that got denied. Now another shot here from a defenseman, Lauren Hornstein, and that's kept in front. Now here's Peyton Revering firing a little bit wide to the left of the goal. Long rebound goes over toward the right wall, and Fergus Falls will chip it back into the neutral zone. Revering to play it for Alexandria. Head now to Taylor Treat. Treat will drop it off. Here's Dutton firing, and a save made with the stick of goalie Mia Olsen. Now here is Revering collecting it. Now another shot that slides across the crease over into the left corner. Alexandria putting on some nice pressure here. A deflection in front off of Peyton Revering's initial shot, but it got knocked down. Anna Corinta recovering it. Now in front, trying to handle Hornstein. She'll send it over. Now Skylar Thorson steps onto the ice, tried a backhander, and that got intercepted. Now firing is Cullen, and she will be denied here as a save is made for Mia Olsen. And a face-off will be coming up in the Fergus Falls zone. And boy, I tell you, Jeff, on that particular shift of activity, Alexandria was really buzzing in the Otter zone.
They were, and what a flurry of activity around Olsen there. Nice tip. We had some good shots. Better goal scorer shots there.
Yep, now the face-off, and Fergus Falls is able to direct the puck out of the zone. The Otters, Rachel DeBrito and Maggie Greeneagle on the ice, joined by forwards Ava Eklund. It looks like Lydia Johnson might be getting some shift time as well, along with Katie Berggren. And now we're going to have a stoppage here as the play is going to come back out into the neutral zone. Anna Corinta and Lydia Johnson will battle for the possession here. And the Cardinals gain control. Emma Ramsdorff played it ahead towards Bentley Cryle rather, and it got played back into the Fergus Falls end. Now here's a possible 2-on-1 developing. Ramsdorff with Skylar Thorson off to her left, trying to drop it off. Now a shot save made as Skylar Thorson was able to get the puck back to Ramsdorff there, and she got stonewalled by Olsen. Now along the right wall, the Cardinals trying to maintain control, but the puck went off a player's stick, and Ava Eklund will redirect it the other way into the Alexandria end. Still a 1-0 lead for the Cardinals as we are now 3 minutes into the second period here at the Fergus Falls Community Arena. Shots on goal to this point of the hockey game, 16-7 in favor of the visitors. Now here's Anna Corinta gaining possession. And now Hannah Johnson able to feed it off. Now a scramble in front. The Otters thought they had the tying goal, and I think we had a puck that went off the net, or off the lead pipe here. And now Fergus Falls continuing to buzz in front. Now a scramble, and a couple of players go down. I think it was two Fergus Falls players that knocked each other down, inadvertently, of course. Now another shot goes a little bit wide. Somehow out of all that, Alexandria able to keep Fergus Falls off the board. Cardinals trying to do some work to get the puck out of their own end, as Fergus Falls has now had some sustained ice time in the Cardinals zone. Now the Cardinals will redirect it the other way, and that's probably one of those, thank goodness we were able to finally get the icing. And Jeff, it seemed like Fergus Falls might have had its best stretch of offensive hockey over about the last 45 to 60 seconds.
Absolutely, and if you just take a break if you're an Alexandria Cardinal fan, because just take a breath. Rachel just thought she had that puck, and it ended up slipping behind her, but the defense were right there to clear it out of the way. But yeah, Fergus is like, we're going to try some of this offensive zone time.
Now Alexandria able to win the draw, and here comes Kennedy Ellingson looking to feed it across for Cadence Ellingson, and the centering pass got intercepted. Now Fergus Falls' Maggie Greeneagle will go back to retrieve the puck along the left half wall. The Cardinals get it back. Kennedy Ellingson out top to Revering. Now it's going to come to Hornstein. Shot goes toward the net, and it gets deflected away. Still a 1-0 Alexandria Cardinal lead. We're approaching the midpoint of this hockey game. We've got 12 minutes and change remaining here in period 2. D-Mac and Jeff James bringing you the broadcast. JP Bolin is our videographer on site here at the Fergus Falls Community Arena. Jackson is back at our KXRA studio. Manning master control there. Now the puck intercepted here, as the Cardinals, Lauren Hornstein will play it in. Now off to Lily Dutton, then to Treat. Treat turns around and shoots in the slot area, and the save is made. Now Dutton will play it back out. Cullen fires toward the net. Save made. Rebound, and went right across. May have hit the left post there. Boy, I thought Alexandria was going to get that second goal. Somehow it deflected. I think it was a lead shot there. Now back out top. Here's a shot. That one gets whistled a little bit wide by Cullen. Now on the doorstep, a backhander by Dutton, and it's going to be frozen up there by the goaltender, Mia Olsen. And we'll take another look at some of the recent flurry of activity. Our instant replay being brought to you by Quali Real Estate, as now Alexandria takes its turn, putting on some heavy pressure in the Fergus Falls zone, but Olsen keeps it a 1-0 game. Now we're going to have a forthcoming face-off to the right of Olsen, and here's a shot by Tegan Cullen off the face-off, and the save is made. Mia Olsen now up to 19 saves in tonight's game. Now here's another puck, a backhander toward the net. That got tipped back behind. Now the Cardinals will look to keep it in, as Julia Doherty will play it back down low. Now the Otters gain control of it. Hannah Johnson's going to skate up into the neutral zone, and now she'll play the puck in. Tim Lill will make a line change here for Fergus Falls, bringing some different people out onto the ice. As got play going on in the neutral zone. Now back to retrieve it is Rachel DeBrito, one of the defensemen for Fergus Falls. Maggie Greenagel on the ice, and then your forwards for the Otters, Avery Tonneson, Brynlee Scholl, and also Aubrey Nelson getting some shift time here. Now the Otters look to work it back into the Alexandria end. At the point, Scholl's going to fire. Kind of a knuckleball there, and the goaltender Rachel Moore will take the puck and put it in her glove and create the face-off. 10-11, our time remaining in the second. It's Alexandria 1, Fergus Falls no score on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard.
Good job by Moore there to come out and challenge that shot too, D-Mac. She was pretty much out of the blue when she gloved down that puck.
Jersey Severson battling for the face-off against Brynlee Scholl, and the Otters initially were going to look to get a shot, but Alexandria played it out. Now it's going to come back in, and the Cardinals redirect it back to neutral ice. Now back to play it here, Brooke Zierden for Fergus Falls. She and Shay Katzenmeyer are the defensive partners on the ice at the moment for the Otters, who are presently at 2-0 in the Central Lakes Conference, 2-1 overall. Now we've got an interception here. Kennedy Ellingson in the offensive zone, feeding it back. Corinta slid the pass across the slot area, and Fergus Falls intercepts. Freshman Brynlee Scholl will bring it the other way. She's in deep, played wide by Anna Corinta. And now the Cardinals regain control. Now Scholl has it back. She'll fire right on goaltender Rachel Moore, and she'll make the save.
And I think if you're Alexandria, the one thing that I think you're going to want to try and do here is just cut down on some of the turnovers coming out of your defensive zone. One of the things that coaches preach all the way from a little age is you need to get that puck out of the zone, whether it's a chip, whether it's a pass, but try not to lose that in that area between the circle and the blue line.
Face off to the right of the goaltender Rachel Moore, and the Cardinals do play the puck, and it's going to be sent out of the zone. Not quite as far as Kennedy Ellingson is situated on the ice, so the Otters play it back in. Tegan Cullen gets it now to Ellingson, and there's going to be a race the other way, and the goaltender Olsen's going to have to cover up the puck. And, for a clearing opportunity, Jeff, that was probably a very good redirect off the near wall here, because we would not have any icing.
Right, and it's going to get us a face-off in the correct zone that we want to be in for this period.
Right now you've got Julia Doherty paired up with Taylor Treat and I believe Lily Dutton, the third forward on the ice now for Alexandria. Tegan Cullen and Emma Ramsdorf are your defensive pair. Cullen will take the shot off the face-off and send it wide. Fergus Falls with the breakout. Possible 2-on-1. Hannah Johnson up the left side to Tonneson. That shot hit the left post. Another rim shot for Fergus Falls. Now the Otters working in. Hannah Johnson tried to feed it out front, and now it's coming out to the point and then played back into the corner. And Fergus Falls looks to redirect it around, and then the puck hopped over the stick of Greenagel back into neutral ice, so Fergus Falls needs to get back onside. We're now midway through the hockey game as we have just over 8 minutes remaining in the second. Alexandria's 1-goal lead after one period is still intact. Cardinals 1, Fergus Falls no score. Here comes Green Eagles skating into the offensive zone and puts a shot on goaltender Rachel Moore. Moore's going to cover it up, and the faceoff will be coming up in the Cardinals' end.
This is the type of team in the Otters, D-Mac, that I feel Alexandria probably has a little bit of urgency to get a good separation here on the scoreboard, because the longer this stays 1-0, you can just see the hope or the possibility in the Otters' play.
Face off, Fergus Falls looking to control. Brindley Scholl back behind the Alexandria net, sends it out top. Then a centering attempt, and I think we're going to get a delayed penalty on Alexandria. Here comes Mia Olsen to the bench for the extra attacker until the Cardinals can touch or Fergus Falls scores. Now 6 skaters on the ice for the Otters. Getting the puck now is Lydia Johnson, and now again Alexandria finally. Oh my.
We might end up with 2 of them here.
Yeah, that's right. So 2 players are going to go off simultaneously for Alexandria.
Unless they're going to talk it over here, but the second referee's arm definitely went up after the first one.
Time of the penalty is going to be 9:27. And I believe it was Skylar Thorson who went to the box for the Cardinals. And I think we're going to get the tripping call here.
Yep, we are going to have a cross-check and a trip.
So is that a double minor then? Or?
I'm not sure if they gave it to the same person, but they must have. So it must have been on the same person, yeah.
All right, so
we all have a 4-minute power play here for the Otters.
Yep, so this is the first player advantage for either side tonight. And Skylar Thorson is off. 2 minutes for tripping and an additional 2 for cross-checking. So now the Cardinals penalty kill is going to get tested here. And now we've got a player who gets spun around. Maggie Greeneagle handling the puck out top. Now it goes to Hannah Johnson. Then back to Greeneagle. She'll fire into the glove of the goaltender Rachel Moore. Right now you've got Kennedy Ellingson and Julia Doherty out for the penalty kill. The Cardinals also have Lauren Hornstein out on the ice and Emma Ramsdorff as well. Doherty will try to win this face-off against the Otters. Hannah Johnson, and Johnson gets it. She'll play it to Greeneagle. Greeneagle fires right on goaltender Rachel Moore, who makes the save. Rebound comes out to Rachel DeBrito on the left. Now she'll get it to her teammate Avery Tonneson. Then it comes across. Alexandria kind of forming a box defensively in front of goaltender Rachel Moore. That's going to allow Fergus Falls to play the puck around the perimeter. Now it comes down low, and a shot got denied here on the quick attempt by Maddie Brimhall. Now another shot. Morse tosses that aside. Hannah Johnson able to get the rebound here. And now she's going to drop it off to Maggie Greeneagle. Otters on a power play for up to another 3 minutes here. And now Alexandria able to get a stick on the puck, and it's going to be cleared the other way by Julia Doherty. That will allow Alexandria to make a line change here, get some different people on the ice as about the first minute and 20 seconds of the penalty kill has expired. Now we've got a shot attempt by DeBrito, and that gets blocked. And now it's going to be played back out to the point. Greeneagle has it down along the doorstep for Brimhall, but she got hung up and couldn't get off a shot. So then it comes over to the right wall. Hannah Johnson into the slot area, fires right on Moore, who makes the save. And that's worthy of another look on our YouTube broadcast tonight. Our instant replay feature being brought to you by Quality Real Estate. As Fergus Falls continues to apply the pressure on the power play. Still 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the double minor to Skylar Thorson. Now the face-off to the left of Moore. And once again, Fergus Falls claims the draw. Now it's Lydia Johnson getting some shift time here as Tim Lill gets some different people onto the ice. Lydia Johnson working into the slot area, still has the puck, plays it off to her right. Now it's going to come back. Nope, it looks like Brindley Scholl will handle it. Now back out, Brooke Zierden will look to fire, and she scores. And Fergus Falls has tied the game. Now that came in the 3rd minute of the 4-minute power play opportunity. And we'll take another look here as Quali Real Estate brings you another instant replay as Fergus Falls was able to maintain control of the puck. Eventually it comes out top, and Brooke Zierden is able to get the game-tying goal. At least she took the shot, which ended up going into the net. Whether or not it got deflected in, we will find out. But for Zierden, it's going to be her first goal of her junior season, if indeed she was the one to score. I believe that will be at 11:37.
And one of the things that happened on that power play, D-Mac, is that's the first shot that they didn't let Rachel Moore get a clear look at the puck, as somebody was crossing right in front of her at the time of the shot.
Yeah, so I believe it'll be 11 minutes and 11:34 of the second period. And being that score came with still 1:53 to go on the power play, being that Alexandria killed off 2 minutes of the minor, then only one power play chance. So the Otters convert, and it's an even hockey game now at 1-1. Shots on goal is leveled off a little bit. Of course, Fergus Falls got a lot of shots while on the power play. Now the Otters have the puck back in the offensive zone. 1-1 our scores. We're about to go under 4 minutes remaining in the second period. Now the Otters' Lydia Johnson looking to control. She'll take a shot from off the wall, and Rachel Moore will make the save. Here's Avery Tonneson trying to handle for Fergus Falls, and now the Cardinals able to gain possession of the puck. And Alexandria will play it out of the zone, and it's going to come back to the other end, and icing is called here. And Jeff, it really seems like at the moment, Alexandria probably needed to relieve some pressure there. It just seems like the Cardinals, the so-called moving the feet, we're not seeing a whole lot of it happening, and maybe that's the carryover of trying to play a penalty kill for multiple minutes.
Absolutely, and Fergus just has a lot more energy right now coming off of that game-tying goal.
Face off to the left of Rachel Moore as Brindley Scholl battles Alexandria's Jersey Severson. Loose puck, and now the Cardinal Severson will play it up the left half wall, and it comes out of the zone. Now Severson has it back. She'll skate in, and now traffic in front, and a scramble, and the puck goes back behind the net. Now Fergus Falls will clear it out. Here's a possible break. Ashlyn Wohlers up the right side with a lane. She'll fire high, and that one whistles over into the left corner. Now the puck stays in the Alexandria zone. 1-1 our scores. We're about to go under 3 minutes remaining here in the second period at the Fergus Falls Community Arena. Dave McClurg, Jeff James bringing you the broadcast. Jackson is our studio engineer back at KXRA in Alexandria. JP Boline behind the camera doing the live video work on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Now the Otters continuing to put on a forecheck here to keep the pressure on in the Alexandria end. Avery Tonneson handling it. It comes out top to Brooke Zierden. Now to Greeneagle. Her shot deflected. It never made it on. And now the Cardinals clear the puck out. Now we've got a pass up into the neutral ice area. Alexandria trying to send it ahead, but Fergus Falls is going to drop it back in. Emma Ramsdorf will play it now, but then it got off her stick, and Fergus Falls able to locate it. Now a scramble in front, and the puck got steered over to the left side. Maggie Greeneagle looks to fire, and that one got tipped away. Now the Cardinals are going to clear it back, and this one will need to be stopped by Mia Olsen, so no icing there. And now the Otters regain control. Here's a pass up. Maddie Brimhall will steer it in. Fergus Falls will change personnel here. 1-1 our score late second period. Now looking to gain possession in neutral ice is Maggie Greeneagle for Fergus Falls, but now Skylar Thorson comes away with it, tried to feed ahead toward Bentley Cryle. Cryle didn't see the puck as it scooted behind her and went all the way to the goaltender Olsen, and she'll stop it there. 1:33 remains here in the second period.
Olsen might have done the Cardinals a favor there, D-Mac, by freezing that there so we can get a offensive zone face-off and get some new boots, as Molly Arola would call them, on the ice.
Face-off to the left of the goaltender, Mia Olsen. Now we've got a shot attempt and another save for Olsen, as this one was taken out at the point by the Alexandria Cardinals. And the face-off will be coming in the Otter zone. Alexandria looking to possess the puck here. Now a player goes down, then an Alexandria player goes down. We probably could have had one tripping or maybe a second tripping call made, but play was allowed to continue on. Now the Cardinals looking to try to set up in the Fergus Falls zone, but the Otters are going to come away with it. Here's a pass up through the neutral zone, up to the Alexandria blue line, and now the Cardinals regain control. Now it's going to be played the other way by Shea Katzenmeyer, and her pass gets intercepted. Tegan Cullen carries it out of one zone to the other end, and now the Cardinals are about to go on the power play for the first time tonight, as Tegan Cullen went down as she was looking to charge toward the net. So the Otters are going to take their first penalty at the 15:43 mark of the second period.
This will be one of those situations too, D-Mac. If we use up all 1 minute 17 of this power play, we'll get some power play on some fresh ice.
That's right, and if you recall on Tuesday night, that's when the Cardinals scored their second goal. It was on fresh ice at the very start of the third period. Kate Berggren is off for the Fergus Falls Otters, and she's off for tripping at 15 minutes and 43 seconds. Now Alexandria with the power play here. The Cardinals have Lauren Hornstein, Cadence Ellingson, Emma Ramsdorf on the ice. Also, you've got Julia Doherty and I believe Kennedy Ellingson also out there for the Cardinal power play. Here's a clearing attempt by Fergus Falls, who went off the back of an Otters player, but then it's steered the other way. Avery Tonneson able to collect. And now we've got a clearing attempt here. Fergus Falls intercepts. Hannah Johnson will fire in the slot area. That goes wide. Now a pass across the lane, and play is going to be stopped. I think the net may have come off its foundation here. So that will be readjusted, and we'll have a face-off coming up in the Alexandria zone, and that could have turned very ugly fast for the Alexandria Cardinals, Jeff.
Yeah, the tale of two tapes here. I mean, Alexandria in the first period carried most of the play. Obviously, the 4-minute power play didn't help Alexandria in this period, but they've been definitely outplayed by the Otters in this second period.
And now the Cardinals do regain control of the draw. We're down to about 25 seconds to go in period two. Alexandria and Fergus Falls tied 1-1. Now up the left side is Tegan Cullen. She's going to continue to play the puck. Now it comes down low. Centering attempt in front. Save made. Then a shot from the short side by Dutton. And a save is made there by the goaltender Mia Olsen. Face-off will be coming with 7.9 seconds to go here in the second period. Don't forget, we've got our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report. That is forthcoming momentarily. Anna Corinto will try to win the draw here for the Cardinals. She does, getting the puck to Cullen. Cullen fires. That got blocked by Hannah Johnson. Tegan Cullen will look to fire toward the net, and that will go wide. And we have reached the end of the second period. So the Cardinals will carry a power play of up to 43 seconds when the third period gets underway. You are dialed into People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM. 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM. We're also available through your Voice of Alexandria app. And thanks for joining us for the viewing tonight on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. It's a tie game. Alexandria 1, Fergus Falls 1 after 2. The Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report follows these words from our Alexandria Cardinals sports boosters.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
Quality Toyota.
Feel confident. Feel inspired. Embrace your unique beauty at 6th and Broadway Clothing. From expertly curated collections to personalized styling and color analysis services, you can embrace style as beautiful as you.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
Welcome to the spirit of Lake Town hospitality. Welcome to D. Mike's Resort Bar and Grill. From legacy locals, seasonal visitors, to traveling teams, you are our community. Come share in our rustic flavors, modern flair, and authentic roots. Legacy inspired, community infused.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Premier Collision guarantees your full satisfaction. From a simple dent to major bodywork, Premier Collision will fix your vehicle right. Stop by for a free estimate or go to PremierCollisionMN.com. Premier Collision, excellent results, a friendly attitude, and fair prices.
You've seen them, craved them. You voted them the best. Their Smoke and Brews and Q's get their unreal smoked barbecue for catering, drop-offs, or events.
Hi, this is Schmitty from Smoke and Brews and Q's. Our obsession is the meat, our passion is what makes it great.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad. Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Hey, remind me about that party again?
So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
Third periods, and that means it's time for our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report. Again, our thanks to Jeremy and the crew at Eldon's Fresh Foods for bringing you our mid-game reports during our Alexandria Sports play-by-play. Jeff James and yours truly, Dave McClurg at the Fergus Falls Community Arena. And Jeff, I tell you, once Fergus Falls got the opportunity to operate on that power play for potentially up to 4 minutes, it seems like the game has gone from Alexandria's control now to the point where Fergus Falls may not have full control of the game, but I get the feeling there's definitely momentum on the outer side at the moment.
There sure is, D-Mac. And those are the types of things, those special teams can really kind of mess up a flow of a game, and it definitely did for the Alexandria Cardinals. The tides completely changed. The ice tipped almost entirely towards the Alexandria goaltender Moore, and she faced quite a few shots and quality shots. I mean, it almost ended up evening up the shots. Alexandria has a slight lead at this point, but yeah, this game, I think there's going to be some conversations in the Alexandria locker room about what we do as a team and who we are as a team, because the boots weren't moving at the end of that second period.
Yeah, it really seemed, and I don't want this to sound like a knock, it just seemed like there just wasn't a lot of movement when the Cardinals were back in their defensive zone. It's almost like once Fergus Falls got that equalizer off the stick of Brooks Zierden, they became the more aggressive team. And maybe that happens in a sport where, heck, they have momentum swings in a sport like volleyball. Heck, they have momentum swings in other sports like hockey too.
Absolutely, and they're kids. They're kids. They can become spectators at times when things when things are buzzing around them, and they'll learn. They'll adjust to this. I have no doubt that the coaching staff for Alexandria will have these girls fired up and ready to go, because the last thing they want to do is go home with the wrong column mark from Fergus Falls?
This might be the weirdest question of the night, or maybe the weirdest question until I throw another weird question out. But could the intermission have come at a good time for Alexandria?
I think so. I mean, I do believe that you'd probably like to have a little bit more power play time on fresh ice, but you know, they were drained. I believe that. The constant bombardment that they got from basically that 4-minute power play till the end of the period, I mean, they were playing defense a lot, and that can take a lot of time, you know, a lot of energy out of those legs. So I think it came at the perfect time.
And again, Alexandria, just as it did on Tuesday night, is going to go out of the second period into the third period with a power play opportunity, as Fergus Falls took its only penalty of the night late in the second. So when the third period gets underway, and our goal tonight is to bring you the full amount of the 17-minute third period, Alexandria will have a power play for up to 43 seconds. Scoring summary to this point, Alexandria got the first goal of the game. Senior defenseman Emma Ramsdorff scoring her 5th goal of the year. It was an even strength goal at the 4:18 mark. Anna Corinto with her 2nd assist, and Bentley Kreil getting her first varsity assist on the Ramsdorff goal. The 1-0 lead stood until a little more than midway through the second period. Fergus Falls got a 4-minute power play opportunity after Skylar Thorson got whistled for a pair of minors, one for tripping and then one for cross-checking. The cross-check occurred while Fergus Falls pulled its goaltender for the extra attacker, so Thorson got sent to the sin bin for up to 4 minutes. Well, Fergus Falls didn't need the full 4 minutes, as the Otters scored a little more than 2 minutes into the 4-minute power play. Brooke Zierden with a shot from the point was able to get the equalizer for the junior defenseman, her first goal of the year. Aubrey Nelson and Brindley Scholl had the 2 assists, so 1-1 the score at that point. Penalty summary, all of the penalties that have occurred have come in the second period. Again, 2 minors for Alexandria, both on Skylar Thorson. Fergus Falls had Katie Bergren going off for tripping at 15:43, and that's the reason why the Cardinals will have the player advantage once the third period starts. Alexandria outshot Fergus Falls in the opening period 12-7. Fergus Falls, due to its heavy pressure over the last 7 to 8 minutes of that second, were able to get a 13-11 shots on goal advantage in the second period. So through 2, the Cardinals have a slight edge in shots on goal, 23-20. So Mia Olsen, the sophomore goaltender, has made 22 saves for the Otters, and Rachel Moore, the senior tender for the Alexandria Cardinals, has made a total of 19 saves. So that's where we stand right now. Alexandria 1, Fergus Falls 1, with the period number 3 of regulation time on the way next. Our thanks to Eldon's Fresh Foods for sponsoring our mid-game report. We're going to take a break, and we'll let you enjoy some words from our Alexandria Cardinal Sports Boosters before we are back in less than 3 minutes for the start of third period play of Alexandria Cardinal girls hockey.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Welcome to the spirit of Lake Town hospitality. Welcome to D. Mike's Resort Bar and Grill. From legacy locals, seasonal visitors, to traveling teams, you are our community. Come share in our rustic flavors, modern flair, and authentic roots. Legacy inspired, community infused.
Feel confident. Feel inspired. Embrace your unique beauty at 6th and Broadway Clothing. From expertly curated collections to personalized styling and color analysis services, you can embrace style as beautiful as you.
Premier Collision guarantees your full satisfaction. From a simple dent to major bodywork, Premier Collision will fix your vehicle right. Stop by for a free estimate or go to premiercollisionmn.com. Premier Collision, excellent results, a friendly attitude, and fair prices.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted Best Real Estate Company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
Quality Toyota.
Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers for 30 years, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings, quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Building.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard, we build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
Community Arena. I almost said the Runestone Community Center once again because that's where our first couple of hockey broadcasts have been before tonight. And then we're going to have another game at the Runestone Community Center on Tuesday. Alexandria will open up the Central Lakes Conference portion of its schedule, hosting the Brainerd Warriors. JJ and I will be on hand for the coverage. JP Bolin will be doing the videography work Tuesday night at the Runestone Community Center. It'll be a 7 o'clock start. And Jeff, I know that we've got various people. Bruce Hanstead has been connecting with me, as well as Michael Wright, the public address announcer for Alexandria Cardinal hockey games at the Runestone Community Center. First period of boys hockey seemed to be a little bit of a feeling out period, but then the visiting Bemidji Lumberjacks hung a crooked number up at the RCC. I understand it's now 4-0 Lumberjacks after 2.
Yeah, not the way we wanted to start giving updates for the boys Alexandria Cardinal season, but that is what it is, and it's JP and you and I were talking during the break that it's kind of a gauntlet at the beginning of the season for Alexandria. They have some really good teams that they're facing in their first 4 games. And honestly, in the Central Lakes, nobody's really a pushover. So it's one of those situations where, new coach maybe taking a little bit of time to figure out the system and. But yeah, not the score update we wanted to give everybody.
And another variable here, some of the players that Dr. Landon Olson is going to be working with in the winter, they're still putting the helmets and shoulder pads on, getting ready for Prep Bowl 42 on Saturday. I guess, somebody like a Brody Berg comes to mind. And
that's going to help.
And that's kind of a scenario that the Alexandria girls hockey team went through earlier this month when they had people like Anna Corinta and Quinn Hills coming off a cross-country season where they wrapped up their year on November 2nd. And then you've got people like Julia Doherty and Jersey Severson. They wrapped up their season on November 9th, so they missed the season opener the night before because they were playing volleyball for Alexandria. Now their storyline or storybook season came to a very happy ending down at the XL Energy Center, but that's the thing with winter sports. When you have a deep playoff run in the fall, sometimes those winter sport athletes take a while to get back to your team.
They do, and in that you're right. That is that's something to look forward to. But when you're talking about an A section like perennial state tournament team, you got to have some depth there too. So it's one of those situations. It's so early to tell whether what's going to happen with Alexandria, the boys, just as it is with the girls. But once they get everybody in their full strength, then we'll be able to see what's going to happen with these seasons.
Another team that will be opening up its season is the Alexandria girls basketball team, and the Lady Cards under Coach Wendy Kohler will be down in Marshall tomorrow night. KXRA will have broadcast coverage. We're also going to feature it on our YouTube channel. It's an early start time for the varsity game. 6:30, we'll be on the air with the pregame show, sponsored by Jutner Motors at approximately 6:10. as we get ready to start the third period. Rachel Moore is the tender off to our left. So Alexandria will flow left to right if you're watching on YouTube here in period number 3. And I'm getting an itchy nose right here, so if my microphone goes dead for a few moments, it's probably because I'm ready to sneeze. And we don't want to necessarily give that in Technicolor as part of our broadcast tonight. The Cardinals work the puck. Julia Doherty has it back behind the net. It comes over to the left side, but not kept in. Fergus Falls gets an odd player rush going the other way. And here's a shot that gets tipped over the glass and out of play. Avery Tonneson had Hannah Johnson off to her left there, Jeff. And it could have been a play where Tonneson fed a helper, but I think Avery probably felt that she had the one-on-one opportunity there.
Yeah, and one of the situations with that was Emma Ramsdorf was playing some really good defense, but if I'm a Fergus Falls coach, I want to see that shot low and to the outside so that rebound comes right to the second player coming in on the 2-on-1.
Off the face-off, the Fergus Falls Otters are looking to control, but the puck comes now onto the stick of Kennedy Ellingson. She'll feed it ahead now to Julia Doherty. The Otters are back to full strength. I misspoke earlier because Alexandria actually carried a power play of 43 seconds into this third period. I think I said at the start of the period that both teams were at 5-on-5, but Fergus Falls was a player short with that penalty that came into the third period. But now the Otters are back at full strength. Here is a shot by Maggie Greeneagle at the top of the slot area that gets whistled wide. Now the Cardinals work the puck out of the zone. And it's back into the Fergus Falls defensive core. Brooke Zierden has it. Now Alexandria's Lauren Hornstein trying to work it ahead. And the Otters regain control and play it back to the Alexandria blue line. Now another situation where the Cardinals able to play the puck out. Here comes Skylar Thorson up the right side, feeding now to Lily Dutton, and that shot goes a little bit wide. Now over to the left wall, Tegan Cullen tried to maintain control, and then the Otters play it back out to neutral ice. Alexandria gets back on side, and now the Cardinals will send it in. Looks like the forward line to include Bentley Kreil, Anna Corinta, and Skylar Thorson out there, joined by defensive partners Tegan Cullen and Emma Ramsdorf. Now here's a Fergus Falls pass from back behind the Alexandria net, but it's intercepted by the Cardinals. Here comes Tegan Cullen working up to the Otters blue line, and the puck got poked off her stick. Alexandria gets it back at its own blue line. 1-1 our score. We played about 2.5 minutes of this third period. Next goal in this game is going to be a very important goal, whichever team scores, because that goal will give that team the lead. Fergus Falls has not led in this game on their home ice tonight. Now looking to go the other way, Quinn Hills for Alexandria, but she got bumped, and now the puck goes over toward the outer bench, and I think it may have gone out of play. So we'll have a face-off coming up, and I believe this is going to be in the Otter zone.
Better start here from Alexandria. Still no shots to reap the rewards from, but Alexandria is much more active, and it looks like the feet are back here.
Yep, and now here's a backhander as Catherine Corinta getting some ice time now. Julia Doherty out there as well for Alexandria, and Quinn Hills is part of that forward line. Casey Short getting some time as a defensive partner with Lauren Hornstein here. Now the Otters work the puck back the other way. Still tied at 1. Alexandria having Quinn Hills along the wall. She'll feed ahead toward Catherine Corinta. Fergus Falls will play the puck, and now the pass across to the near side goes a little bit wide, and now it's loose on the ice. And now here's Short gaining possession for the Cardinals. She'll skate across the red line and send the puck in. Now Alexandria will get some different personnel out onto the ice. Cardinals are going to drop it back down low. And now the puck along the left wall. Fergus Falls' Ava Eklund tried to play it out. Is unable to do so. Cardinals are going to keep it in. Anna Corinta looked to take a shot, but now it's going to come the other way. And as Katie Berggren is racing toward the other end, Rachel Moore comes away from the crease area and will cover the puck up before Katie Berggren can track it down.
Yeah, and that's a situation again where Alexandria seems to be a little leaky at the defensive end, giving up those odd man rushes.
Face off to the right of Moore. Hannah Johnson able to win the draw. Here's a shot by Greeneagle, and that got blocked and bounced off to the right of Moore to the left wall. Now a centering attempt by Fergus Falls, and that's going to be trapped. And that's worth another look as we watch on YouTube. Nope, I guess we will not get the replay there. So, well, false alarm on DMAC's part. So, I promise we're going to get another replay or two to you as we go along here in the third period, of which we have 12:51 remaining in regulation time. Now Alexandria wins the faceoff, and the Cardinals, Taylor Treat working up the left side, stops, now feeds off to Corinta. Corinta back toward Lily Dutton, and the pass got intercepted. Here's a race the other way. Emma Ramsdorf going back to play it, and now the puck along the wall, and I think it crossed the blue line before Fergus Falls could get onside. So we'll have a face-off coming outside of the Alexandria blue line with 12:26 to go in regulation time. Our scores all tied 1-1. Our scoreboard updates tonight being brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Julia Doherty and Brindley Scholl battling for the face-off here, and the Cardinals come away with it. Doherty with a nice pass over to Bentley Cryle. Cryle trying to keep the puck on her stick, and it got tapped away, I believe, by Shea Katzenmeyer of Fergus Falls. Now back out to the point. Taylor Treat fires, and a save is made. Scramble as the puck goes into the left corner. Brindley Scholl trying to play it up, and now the Otters not yet able to clear the zone, but they do so now. Here's Aubrey Nelson steering it ahead. Nelson is going to bring it into the Alexandria zone. She looked to center for her teammate Kinsey Zender, and it gets broken up. Now back out at the point, Brooke Zierden fires, puck up in the air, bouncing in front of the net. Alexandria gains control. The Cardinals, Jersey Severson will play it off the wall, back to the Fergus Falls blue line. Now the Otters are going to carry it the other way. We're 5.5 minutes into the third period. Alexandria and Fergus Falls tied at 1 in girls hockey. Here's a pass nearly turned over. The Cardinals, Catherine Corinta gets it back here. Now it's played along the right half wall and tapped to the other way. Now here's Quinn Hills battling Maggie Greeneagle for possession, and Greeneagle's able to track it down. She'll try to carry it out, but now Anna Corinta has it. She'll take the shot, and Mia Olsen will make the save for Fergus Falls.
Good transition defense there by Alexandria. Good back check. We're able to end up with the odd man rush there. Good shot. You could have fed that over. They were ready, but Alexandria at least showing a little bit of that offensive presence they didn't have late in the second.
Anna Corinta's partnered up with the Ellingson sisters, Cadence and Kennedy, here as part of the forward line on the ice. Emma Ramsdorf and Casey Short, the D partners on the ice. Corinta skates in, takes a shot from the high slot area that does not make its target. Now Fergus Falls looking to play it ahead, back into neutral ice. Here's Maggie Greeneagle up the right side, and then it's going to be steered by Alexandria and then redirected by Fergus Falls. Maddie Brimhall back into the zone. The Cardinals play it back the other way, taking a bounce off of the wall in neutral ice. The Otters will go back to play it. Now a turnover here. Here's Taylor Treat trying to work her way in, but Fergus Falls gets it back, and now it's going to be steered the other way, and icing is called. You know, we had a little bit of a spurt of energy there, and now it almost seems like, and again, I don't want to sound critical, it almost sounds like the game has slowed down for both sides.
It has, and I think that's one of the things, too, where you're trying not to make mistakes. You're playing a little bit more defensively. You're probably, at some point, will try and press a little bit more to get the win here, but...
Yep, face-off is won by Alexandria. One shot saved by the goaltender Mia Olsen. Fergus Falls is going to try to bring it out of the zone. Aubrey Nelson carrying it from one blue line to the other. Then she got met along the wall. Now it's going to be played down low by Katzenmeyer. Kinsey Zender trying to retrieve it behind the Alexandria net. It comes out to Zierden. Her shot goes a little bit wide. Centering attempt, and I believe the puck frozen along the side of the net here by Rachel Moore, and that's going to stop play. 9:28 is our time remaining in regulation. Right now it's Alexandria 1, Fergus Falls 1. Girls hockey is what you're enjoying tonight on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube, plus through our radio outlets KXRA and through the Voice of Alexandria app. D-Mac and JJ, Jeff James, Dave McClurg bringing you the broadcast tonight. The Otters cycle the puck around, and now Alexandria's Emma Ramsdorf will dish it off to Jersey Severson. Severson playing it ahead, but then Fergus Falls sends it back in. Now Alexandria looking to break out. Jersey Severson crosses center ice, backhands a pass into the Fergus Falls zone. Now the Cardinals unable to keep it in. Ava Eklund will come up the right side for the Otters. She'll fire, and that one got tipped over into the left corner. Now it's kept in. Maggie Greeneagle into the slot area. Backhander goes a little bit wide. Ooh, it seemed like Greeneagle was getting some open space to try to skate in. Now the Cardinals retrieve it. Here comes Bentley Kreil. She assisted on the Cardinals' goal earlier tonight. She ends up going down, losing possession of the puck. Now we've got a pass, and it's going to be chipped the other way. I don't believe anybody touched it, and we should have an icing call here on Fergus Falls, so a face-off will be forthcoming in the outer zone. 8:25 now remains here in the third period. We remain deadlocked, 1-1.
Yeah, Fergus might have gotten away with a trip there on Kreil, too. This is late stage of the game, though. I guess I would rather see the girls decide this versus those striped guys.
Now the face-off, and Fergus Falls tries to retrieve it and send it out of the zone, but the Cardinals will keep it in. Casey Short stumbled a little bit as she was trying to maintain control of the puck. Fergus Falls will play it back the other way, and I think we're going to have a penalty coming up here, and I think we might have a checking penalty being assessed. Let's see who's going off here.
I think it's going to be Casey Short going off for the Cardinals.
Yep, so Fergus Falls is going to go on the power play here in the third period. 8:54 will be the time of this infraction. And Casey Short into the box for checking. So the Fergus Falls Otters on the power play. They've got Avery Tonneson, Rachel DeBrito, Maggie Greeneagle, Hannah Johnson all on the ice. And here's a shot and a goal. Johnson worked into the slot area, and then she was able to feed it down low, and somebody just off to the right of the net was able to tap it in. It may be Tonneson who's going to get the go-ahead score here in the third period. So it did not take Fergus Falls very long at all to score, and the Otters, for the first time tonight, have the lead at 2-1. Let's check it out again. Our instant replay being brought to you by Quali Real Estate. And again, Fergus Falls won the opening draw, and that eventually led to Hannah Johnson working in, and she was able to feed it down inside. And ultimately, the Otters score the go-ahead goal. We'll get the official scoring sequence coming up for you momentarily here. Time of the goal will be 9 minutes and 12 seconds of period number 3. So Fergus Falls now has its first lead of the night. Now Alexandria trying to retrieve the puck. Cadence Ellingson feeding it across. It's going to be Maddie Brimhall getting the go-ahead goal. So not Tonneson. Avery Tonneson wears jersey number 42. Maddie Brimhall wears jersey number 12. It's Brimhall getting her third goal of the year. And both Rachel DeBrito and Hannah Johnson will get assists on that score. So it is now a 2-1 lead for Fergus Falls as we're about to go under 7 minutes remaining in regulation time. Now the Otters will play the puck back into the Alexandria end. So far in this period, each team with 4 shots on goal, but the Otters have made one of their shots count as they go up 2-1. Now a shot from the point by Shea Katzenmeyer bounced and got deflected by Moore off to the back wall. Now another shot and a stick save here for Moore. Again, Fergus Falls really dictating a lot of the tempo right now. Alexandria with a break the other way. Here's Taylor Treat skating in, trying to feed down low. Here's a turnaround shot by Lauren Hornstein, and Mia Olsen is going to make a save. And that's worth another look as we view on YouTube. An instant replay sponsored by Quali Real Estate. As Treat was able to work into the left side, feed down inside, but Mia Olsen again up to the task of preventing Alexandria from tying the score. So now we've got a face-off to the left of the goaltender Olsen, and now Emma Ramsdorf tried to shoot, but her shot got deflected, and now Fergus Falls regains control. Here's a pass chip the other way, and it's going to be icing on the Otters, so a face-off coming up in the Fergus Falls zone. We're down to 6 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the third. Fergus Falls 2, Alexandria 1. Those are the numbers in this girls hockey matchup on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Hannah Johnson and Anna Corinta will battle for the draw. Off the face-off, Taylor Treat's one-timer gets stopped by Mia Olsen. Now it's going to be sent over. Fergus Falls able to play it up the right half wall and now out of the zone. Here's a pass, and Hannah Johnson will try to track it down. She's got Tegan Cullen right beside her, and Cullen gains possession here for the Alexandria Cardinals. She'll work it up the right side, trying to skate in, and now the puck got poked off her stick. Open lane for Maggie Greeneagle. Now getting back on defense is Hornstein, and Hornstein able to deflect the puck now to Anna Corinta. Corinta trying to come the other way, but the puck got knocked off her stick and redirected by Fergus Falls. Hornstein had it, and now we're going to have a whistle and play stopped here. And
looks like we're going to have offsides here, D-Mac.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't think the puck crossed the blue line, but evidently the officials on the spot there, and the face-off will be coming up outside of the Alexandria blue line. The Cardinals have the forward line of Julia Doherty, Kennedy Ellingson, and Cadence Ellingson on the ice. The Otters match up with the forwards of Lydia Johnson, Aubrey Nelson, and Brindley Scholl. Now Brooke Zierden looks to take a shot toward the net, and it never made it on net. The Cardinals trying to play it out. Lauren Hornstein trying to send it up, and now into the neutral zone. Here's Kennedy Ellingson up the right side, gaining possession of the puck, trying to regain control as the Otters send it back behind the Fergus Falls net. Time not yet an enemy of the visiting Alexandria Cardinals, but we're down to less than 5 minutes to go in regulation time. Fergus Falls with the lead, 2-1 in Central Lakes Conference action. Dave McClurg and Jeff James bringing you the broadcast tonight on KXRA Radio and the live video stream on our YouTube channel. Now here's Lily Dutton gaining possession. Dutton had the puck tapped away and sent back to neutral ice, where it's retrieved by Peyton Revering. Revering's going to feed it across, now up ahead into the offensive zone, but Fergus Falls regains control. Bouncing puck, Hannah Johnson couldn't control it. Now the Cardinals get it back. Here's a push ahead by Alexandria. Now coming up is Taylor Treat. Treat goes down, and we're going to have a penalty on Fergus Falls. So the Alexandria Cardinals are about to go on the power play with under 4 minutes remaining in regulation time.
It doesn't get much bigger than this. This is a time where Alexandria really has to have a lot of pressure, have Olsen see a lot of shots, get some people in front, and be ready, Johnny, on the spot for those rebounds.
Rachel DeBrito is off for the tripping at 13:06. The Cardinals will start this power play with Lauren Hornstein, Kennedy Ellingson, Julia Doherty, Emma Ramsdorf is on the ice one other forward right along the left wall. I believe that's Cadence Ellingson. Fergus Falls able to sweep the puck out of the zone. Aubrey Nelson and Ashlyn Wohlers on as part of the penalty kill, joined by Maggie Greeneagle and Lydia Johnson. Now the Cardinals work it back in. Early on in this power play, Cadence Ellingson in front, scramble, traffic out in front, couple of Cardinal players jabbing at the loose puck, and now Fergus Falls is going to clear it away. Oh, Emma Ramsdorf was trying to track it down to keep it in the zone after the puck squirted away from the crease area, and Alexandria will go back to retrieve it. Now Emma Ramsdorf regains control. 1:15 in the power play. We're down to just about 3 minutes remaining in regulation time, and play will be whistled as we have offsides on Alexandria.
Yeah, you can't have that on your power play. You have to be patient. Let that your offensive forward make it into the zone, set up. You know, it's probably not going to end up being a 3-on-2 at that point anyways.
Face-off is won by the Alexandria Cardinals. Taylor Treat able to bring it in onside. She's going to send it over to the left here. And now Fergus Falls jabs at it and will intercept and play it the other way. Less than 3 minutes to go in regulation time. Only about 50 seconds remaining in the Alexandria Cardinal power play. Now Treat has it back. She's on the ice with Jersey Severson and Lily Dutton. Now Fergus Falls looking to come back the other way. Treat gets it back for Alexandria. Taylor Treat up the right side, drops it off now to Dutton. Dutton tried to feed it into the slot area. Loose puck, and Brindley Scholl will back it out, and Avery Tonneson will send it the other way. Now only about 25 seconds remaining in the Alexandria power play. Tegan Cullen back to play it to Jersey Severson, then a pass up the left side, a little too long for Julia Doherty, and again Fergus Falls intercepts and will steer it the other way. Now we're about to go under 2 minutes remaining in regulation with Fergus Falls in front of Alexandria 2-1. Cardinals will not be able to get any more production out of the power play. They are 0 for 2 with the player advantage tonight. Fergus Falls, by comparison, has scored both of its goals on power plays. Now the puck back into the Fergus Falls or Alexandria zone. The Cardinals play it the other way. And so far, we have not seen Rachel Moore go to the bench. Now we're going to have another tripping call here, and Alexandria is going to go on yet another power play as Lauren Hornstein was full body up in the air. She came down on the ice hard, and the person I believe involved in the collision also went down on the ice rather hard, that being Maddie Brimhall for Fergus Falls. Now it looks like Lauren's going to be okay, but she's in some obvious pain and discomfort at the moment as she will go to the Alexandria bench. And we're going to have a power play coming up for Alexandria.
And we're going to have a timeout, D-Mac, I believe, by Coach Arola. Coach Arola here, at least that the lineman is...
Yep, so Alexandria takes his team timeout, and this might be an opportunity here where Molly will put 6 skaters on the ice. You're going to get a face-off in the Fergus Falls zone to start this power play as Maddie Brimhall is off on the tripping call at 15:32.
Yeah, it's the right thing to do to pull your goaltender, but it's just scary when you have, you know, a free shot at the other end because there is no icing. There's no bringing it back right away, so it's always scary in this situation. But you're down 1 goal in Fergus Falls' the Otters barn, and you need that tie-up goal.
We will have our post-game report sponsored by Juttner Motors once our play-by-play wraps up. I'll head downstairs to try to visit for a couple of moments with an Alexandria Cardinal player. We'll go through a statistical recap, scoring summary, and a whole lot more when Juttner Motors of Alexandria brings you our post-game report coming your way next. Alexandria scored first, but Fergus Falls has scored single goals on the power play in the second and the third. And right now the Otters are trying to win their 3rd consecutive game. They are 88 seconds away from making that a reality. And this would be a big conference win for Tim Lill's team if Fergus Falls can hold on, because they'll have wins over River Lakes, Wilmer, and Alexandria. But still time for the Cardinals, and Coach Arola is electing to have Rachel Moore stay on the bench. So this is a 6-on-4 with Kennedy Ellingson, Anna Corinta, Julia Doherty, Tegan Cullen, Emma Ramsdorf, and Cadence Ellingson on the ice. So Fergus Falls will look to clear it. Pass does not get out of the zone. Here's Emma Ramsdorf's shot blocked, and then the Otters do clear it out back into neutral ice. Now Fergus Falls will direct it back to the other end. Again, the net off to our left is open here, so Alexandria's got the extra attacker on the ice. Now lead pass ahead, out of the zone. Tegan Cullen has it for the Cardinals. Right side, she's going to send it across. One-timer for Emma Ramsdorf, and the save is made. And then the puck cleared the other way. It's going to take a bounce off the wall. Again, no icing because Fergus Falls is shorthanded. We're down to about 45 seconds remaining in regulation time. And Kennedy Ellingson gets it now to Dutton. Back across, and the centering opportunity wide of Kennedy Ellingson. Tegan Cullen keeps it in. We're down to about a half minute remaining as the puck gets back out into neutral ice. Fergus Falls clears the zone. Jersey Severson in. Now the Otters looking to intercept. It's Kennedy Ellingson getting it back. Now to Dutton. We're down to 20 seconds to go in regulation. Lily Dutton skating in, trying to line up for a shot, but it's poked away. Fergus Falls clears it back to neutral ice. Now Taylor Treat gets it to Jersey Severson. Anna Corinta on side. Bouncing puck goes back behind the net. Scramble out in front. Ramsdorf will fire toward the net. That gets blocked, and Fergus Falls will clear the puck away, and the Otters are going to skate off the ice, a one-goal victor here at the Fergus Falls Community Arena. While Alexandria had a lot of pressure on in the last minute and 28, the Cardinals could never find the equalizer, and Alexandria goes down to defeat for the third time this season and for the first time in the Central Lakes Conference. So Fergus Falls is able to guard its home ice, getting a win over the two-time defending Central Lakes Conference champions tonight. Final score on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard: Fergus Falls 2, Alexandria 1. Along with Jeff James and our videographer, JP Boleen, I am DMAC, Dave McClurg. Be sure to stay close on all of our platforms. We are just moments away from starting up the post-game report, presented to you by Juttner Motors of Alexandria, after these words from our Cardinal Sports Booster.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad. Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Hey, remind me about that party again?
So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
You've seen them, craved them. You've voted them the best. Their Smokin' Brews and Q's get their unreal smoked barbecue for catering, drop-offs, or events.
Hi, this is Schmitty from Smokin' Brews and Q's. Our obsession is the meat, our passion is what makes it great.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing.
America's best checking for students. Visit www.bell.bank/student checking to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Pomp's Tire Service has solutions for tired tires. Whatever your tire choice, make Pomp's your choice. Brakes, wheel alignments, factory maintenance, shocks, and struts. Pomp's has your service needs covered. Pomp's, we know tires and service. You should know Pomp's.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
Quality Toyota.
Premier Collision guarantees your full satisfaction. From a simple dent to major bodywork, Premier Collision will fix your vehicle right. Stop by for a free estimate or go to premiercollisionmn.com. Premier Collision, excellent results, a friendly attitude, and fair prices.
Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers for 30 years, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings, quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Feel confident. Feel inspired. Embrace your unique beauty at 6th and Broadway Clothing. From expertly curated collections to personalized styling and color analysis services, you can embrace style as beautiful as you.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
North Central International. Heavy-duty truck service on long haulers, dump trucks, buses, and specialized heavy-duty rigs. Medium and heavy-duty parts and accessories for all makes of trucks. Just south of I-94 and Highway 29 South in Alexandria.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
At the Fergus Falls Community Arena tonight, the Alexandria Cardinal girls hockey team goes down to defeat as the Fergus Falls Otters rally for a 2-1 victory. First loss of the season in the Central Lakes Conference for Alexandria, while the host Otters now stand at 3-0 in the league. Hello once again, I am DMAC Dave McClurg, joining you for this part of our Juttner Motors postgame report. Jeff James will be joining me in a couple of moments upstairs, but I've gone down to ice level to visit with our Quality Toyota Cardinal Athlete player of tonight's game. One of the defensemen for Alexandria, Emma Ramsdorf, is joining us. Our feature is being brought to you by Quality Toyota of Fergus Falls. How far would you drive for a great deal from Quality Toyota? What's your number? You can check out the selection anytime online at qualitytoyota.net. Emma, I know that we've got the YouTube coverage tonight, but I ask you about numbers usually to start the interview. When you're suiting up in your jersey sweater on game night for Alexandria, what is your number?
I'm number 10.
Very good. Is that a number that you chose to have, or is that a number that you basically got earlier in your varsity career and you wanted to keep it all the way through?
I got it my freshman year. I actually wanted number 10, so I was lucky enough to get it, and so I've kept it all through 4 years.
Emma, your team got off to a really good start tonight. I thought the first period was well played on your team's behalf. You ended up getting the goal to start the game at the 4:18 mark. I know we'll talk a little bit about how the game unfolded, but what good things were you seeing on the ice from your team at the outset?
First period, I think we came out strong. I think we wanted to win, and we had a fire lit under our butts. I think getting a goal getting the goal kind of set us going for the period, and I think from there we made good passes, we played our positions, and we were going hard. But I think it changed.
Yeah, and that's kind of where we're going to go, and I'll kind of get your impression. I can give you my opinion, and maybe I'm pretty far off base. I thought when Skylar took the back-to-back minor penalties and Fergus Falls got 4 minutes of power play time, they didn't use it all, but they scored their first goal on the power play. And it seemed like after that, Fergus Falls looked like a different team. Now, maybe you're not able to tell that as you're on the ice, but was that a turning point in the game when Fergus Falls got its first power play?
Yeah, absolutely. I think with them getting 4 minutes, whether they use it all or not, I think it turned it very hard for us to get back into our 5v5 hardcore game. And so I think having them especially score from that power play kind of set us back a little bit, but we should have overcome it. It's a struggle, but it's a work in progress.
As it would turn out, both teams got similar number of chances to score while on power play. Alexandria unfortunately goes 0 for 2. Fergus Falls, in essence, capitalizes on both of its power play chances. When your team was on the power play, including right at the tail end of the game, what were you seeing out on the ice? Because you were part of those power plays.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, again, a work in progress. I think that they they pressured a lot harder on their penalty kill than most teams do, and so I think that kind of scared us a little bit, but I think that we need to be able to overcome that and know how to play against those situations. But I think we were a little frantic. I mean, we were down 1 with a minute left, and we had to get a goal, and so I think it just was a little bit of a mess. But again, it's a work in progress.
Yeah, and it's really interesting, Emma, because we haven't yet completed 3 weeks of the regular season, and yet you and your team have already played 6 games. You've got one more tomorrow night against Wayzata, and then even another game next week. In some ways, it's good to, see what your team can do on the ice, but is it a little bit of a stressor having a lot of games early on? For example, Fergus Falls just played its 4th game of the night, or 4th game of the season tonight, and yet you've already completed 7 games.
Yeah, I mean, with 7 games so early in the season, there's not a lot of time for practice, which I think is what we need. And so it's fun to get out there and build up our girls and get some goals on net and play defensively in a competitive game. But I think we need more practice, and so it's a little hard, but we'll work through it.
I should get my numbers in line. Game 7 will be tomorrow night against Wayzata, but again, they seem to sneak up on us really fast here and everything. I know you didn't get a whole lot of time on the ice, but it looked really serious when Lauren Hornstein was leaving the arena after the game. Do you anticipate her injury situation is really serious here?
I think it was kind of just a little scare. I'm hoping, obviously, having her get help off the ice, it is a little scary, and we only have 7D this season, so we're running every other shift, but I'm hoping if she takes tomorrow off, she gets well rested and is ready to play again on Tuesday.
Emma, I know that a little more than a week ago you were involved in a special event at Alexandria Area High School. Interesting to note, Lauren Hornstein was also involved in the college signing. How neat was that for you and so many of your fellow classmates to be involved in a group signing ceremony like that?
Yeah, I think it was so much fun. I mean, obviously having such a strong senior 12th grade class, 2025, so I mean, seeing everyone excited about their school choices and excited to be there and then get a group photo at the end, it was super exciting to see, and I'm really proud of them all.
I think it's pretty neat. I believe you and Lauren are going to continue to be teammates on the college level. What steered your decision to make Hamline University your choice?
Their hockey is so competitive. Their coach is amazing. The girls on the team are amazing. The campus is amazing. They're really amazing. I mean, I want to major in psychology, and they have a really good program for that. And so I also love being close to home, so my grandparents and parents can come watch. And so it was just a win-win in all the categories.
And of course, being that Hamline's campus is not that far away from the Minnesota State Fairgrounds, you're really close to a lot of different things, entertainment-wise. I grew up in the metro area, and then I have done most of my work in greater Minnesota, but does it excite you about being a student down in the Twin Cities?
Yeah, I mean, I've never really lived in a big city, so it's going to be a nice change getting off the lake, but it'll be fun being around things.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Emma, but is your brother Henry, is he still a student at the University of Minnesota?
Yeah, that's also a plus. He can take my car whenever he wants.
All right. Well, make sure you get your share in the negotiation and everything. But through about 3 weeks or so of the regular season, as a player, are there big concerns that you have right now, or are you still really upbeat about what lies ahead for your team?
I'm just really excited. I mean, there's nothing that sparks my mind when I think of anything negative. I mean, we're all super tight. We've played together before. Everyone grinds. It's super exciting, and I think everyone's having fun so far. I mean, these games like we played tonight are little setbacks, but they don't take us for very long.
Yeah, and the nice thing is there's so much more hockey to be played, and I think the arc of improvement can be very big before the season is done. Emma, I'll talk to you a little bit as we get into the break, but thanks so much for your candidness after the game, and best wishes to you against Wayzata tomorrow night, and hope you have a very happy holiday season ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
There is Emma Ramsdorf from the Alexandria Cardinal girls hockey team, our quality Toyota Cardinal athlete player of tonight's game. Fergus Falls gets a 2-1 victory over Alexandria. We'll be back to the Fergus Falls Community Arena with more of our Jutner Motors postgame report after this timeout.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep. Make it Jutner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Jutner Motors your best price dealer.
Casa Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
CM Woodworks produces high-quality cabinetry and furniture locally, right here in Nelson. See their showroom at 7300 39th Avenue Northeast in Nelson. CM Woodworks. Custom wood creations. Designed for beauty, built for life.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website, because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
What's your number? I drove 60 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota. I drove 45 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
We welcome you back to the Fergus Falls Community Arena with more of our Jutner Motors postgame report. Want to let you know that you're enjoying our coverage tonight on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. And you're listening to People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM, and we're also available through your Voice of Alexandria app. Along with our videographer, JP Boleen, I am DMAC Dave McClurg, and Jeff James is once again rejoining us for this part of our Jutner Motors postgame report. And Jeff, you know, frustrating not to come out of here with at least a split. Yep. You know, tight game as we even saw on Tuesday night as well. You know, finding the back of the net is a little bit of an issue, but I like Emma Ramsdorf's perspective because there is so much hockey to be played yet, and while the cluster of games is kind of stacked here in the first couple of weeks, eventually you'll get into a situation where you've got a 2-game week, maybe even 1 or 2 instances of 1 game in a week, and you know, there's still a lot to be upbeat for this Alexandria girls hockey team, but you know, chalk one up to the Otters. They get the best in the rivalry on this particular night.
Yeah, no doubt. And she is absolutely right. And one of the situations that's really good with this is, you know, jump right back on the ice tomorrow night. You can't ponder on this one. It stings. If I'm Molly Arola, I'm going to tell them, you know what, you guys have until probably about Evansville to think about this one.
Yes.
And then our focus turns to Wayzata tomorrow, because that Wayzata team will be coming in here, I believe, on Saturday. So
so it's kind of an overnight
yeah, it's going to
opportunity
be
for Wayzata.
So it's going to be a situation where you're not going to get a slouch. You're not going to get an easy rebound game tomorrow night, and the Cardinals are going to have to bring out their A game. And like tonight, we had opportunities, we had chances, we had energy and momentum at times. But I think if you would ask Molly Arola, this probably wasn't the full game that she wanted to see, especially that second period and giving that momentum back. Goals like the game-winning goal, those things are going to happen. That's going to happen. But how do you respond? How do you now respond in the third period, the rest of the third period? But more importantly, how do you respond tomorrow night? Because you can't sit and lick your wounds for this one for a few days, because the schedule just doesn't dictate that you can do that.
Fergus Falls gets the comeback victory by a final score of 2-1. Scoring recap tonight, Emma Ramsdorff, our postgame guest, she accounted for the Alexandria goal. It was an even strength score at 4:18 of the hockey game. Her team leading 5th goal of the year. Anna Corinta and Bentley Kreil got the assists, and for Bentley Kreil, her first helper in her varsity career. Alexandria was able to keep the 1-0 lead, outshooting Fergus Falls 12-7 in the opening period. However, it seemed like momentum in the game started to change when Alexandria went shorthanded for up to 4 minutes as back-to-back minor penalties were called on Skylar Thorson. One actually to create a power play chance, and then when Fergus Falls pulled its goalie while the puck was live for the 6th attacker, another penalty was called, and as a result, Skylar Thorson had to sit up to 4 minutes, so a double minor. The first one for tripping, the second one for cross-checking. The Cardinals killed off about 2 minutes of the power play, but it was during that second 2-minute window when Fergus Falls tied the game on Brooke Zierden's first goal of the year. Aubrey Nelson and Brinley Scholl got the assist, so that was at the 11:34 mark of the second. 1-1 was the score after 2, and then the Otters would go on another power play. A little more than midway through the third period, Casey Short went off for checking at 8:54, and it took Fergus Falls basically 18 seconds into the power play to get the go-ahead goal. It would turn out to be Maddie Brimhall getting the eventual game winner, her third of the year, and 2 assists were awarded on the play to Rachel DeBrito and to Hannah Johnson. Though Alexandria got a couple of different power play chances in the final 4 minutes of the hockey game, Alexandria was not able to convert, and so the Cardinals go down to defeat. Alexandria would end up having a slight shots on goal advantage in the hockey game, but again, Fergus Falls got more of its shots to go through, so Rachel Moore played well, more than 49 minutes on the ice, but she'll end up taking the loss as her record matches the team record right now of 2-3-1. And Mia Olsen, the sophomore goaltender, is off to a 3-1 start in her sophomore year. And, a couple of things about Fergus Falls. I know the Otters had the hiccup in the season opener against Marshall. I know with Mark Johnson doing the broadcast tonight for our Leighton Media partners up in Fergus Falls for the listeners and viewers in Ottertail country, and he mentioned that the first game was a situation where the team came out, played a little bit sluggish and everything, but the Otters have responded off of that, and they're developing a nice little start to their Central Lakes Conference resume. It could very well be. I know we've got almost 3/4 of the conference schedule to go, but depending on how Brainerd Little Falls did tonight, it could be Fergus Falls all alone in first place at 3-0, or at the very worst, company at the top at 3-0.
Yeah, it's a long season in conference play. I don't think you've heard the last out of these Otters, though, for sure. I have a feeling that there's probably going to be a little bit more of a battle at the top of the conference than what we've seen in the past. I think there's going to be some parity there, just in talking with Derek Abrams, and while you were down doing some of the interview stuff, and we talked about that. And I just think that there could be some some home wins, some road losses for a lot of these teams, and I think it'll probably shake out, could that half point from the crush mean something? That's kind of the way we're thinking with this conference. But there's lots to go, DMAC. But this Fergus Falls Otters team, they definitely let Alexandria know that they're not going to just lay down for the rest of the season.
And I tell you what, even though Fergus Falls understands that there's a lot of season to go, this was a feather in the cap victory for Fergus Falls. Those kids, not only the Fergus Falls players, but fellow students and other fans, they were genuinely excited because they know that, Alexandria has the resume of being back-to-back conference champions. And, it's a geographical rivalry in light of that, too.
And anytime you can get a win over a 2A school and you're a 1A school, that's a big deal.
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
If they use QRF for their scoring, that's definitely working out in Fergus Falls' favor because, as I've mentioned about the QRF before, you get rewarded for playing bigger schools. It doesn't matter whether or not the big school is good, mediocre, or weak. You just get rewarded for playing bigger schools. So that's why, a team like, for example, Fergus Falls in some other sports benefits by playing, Fergus Falls for a while was Class AA for basketball and baseball and softball as well. And they were playing up against other schools in their conference. You had a situation for about 4 years where Fergus Falls, as a AA basketball school, was playing both Brainerd and Sartell, which were Class 4A schools. But now Fergus Falls is back in Class AAA for some of those sports like volleyball and basketball and softball and baseball. But, you've got a portion of the Central Lakes Conference. In fact, about half of it's Class A, and the other half is Class AA. I think Alexandria, Sartell, Sauk Rapids, and then Brainerd Little Falls, they make up primarily your Class AA representation, and then the St. Cloud Crush also in there. So, about half and half of AA and A. And it should be another exciting conference race, but, Fergus Falls at the quarter pole, if you will, is looking to be the lead horse.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about this against the Crush. You hope to get, you hope to hold serve on all of your home games and take a few on the road. And this was one that kind of slipped through Alexandria's fingers. But I have a lot of faith that the coaching staff will get this all ironed out, and we'll be back on the ice with some quick boots tomorrow night.
Very good. Jeff, before I let you go, I know we'll let you give the boys hockey result if you wish.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't know if I really,
You're not gung-ho over it.
Yeah. Final from the RCC was 6 for the Bemidji Lumberjacks and 1 for your Alexandria Cardinals. So they'll start with a 0-1 start to the season. But like we said, we got some players still coming back. We got new coaches, at least a new head coach. Not sure how much the systems has changed, but yeah, it'll be, it's early season.
Do you wish to put a prognostication out there regarding Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock at U.S. Bank Stadium, Alexandria versus Elk River for the Class 5A football championship? I am upbeat. I think Alexandria is going to give Elk River a very, very good game. I don't know if I will go as far at this moment to say Alexandria is going to win the game. I'm not going to say Elk River is going to win the game, but it will be a different animal that Elk River will be facing this time around as opposed to the regular season game, which was won by the Elks 44-34.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, the key to that game for me is Alexandria needs to get out to a quick start, because a running team facing a passing team, if you can get that early head start on the Elks, that'll help with them maybe having to go into the passing game a little more than they really want to, which is something they don't really want to do, from what I understand. And I'm thinking we're going to flip-flop that score from early on in the season, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the Cardinals are going to bring home a a state championship, because nothing would be better than to have some sort of a homecoming or parade or something for the football team.
And you know, with the volleyball team winning the Class AAA state title a couple of Saturdays back, why not give that trophy some company?
Why not? Why not? We need a couple really big plaques in that trophy case.
Very good. Jeff, look forward to getting back together with you on Tuesday night for the Alexandria boys hockey home game with Brainerd. But thanks for making the trip, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, you and JP drive safe.
Will do. That is Jeff James, my broadcast partner for Alexandria Cardinal hockey coverage throughout the winter sports season right here on KXRA Radio. And, of course, our regular season schedule also featured through the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. My thanks to all of the Alexandria Cardinal sports boosters that presented tonight's play-by-play coverage of Central Lakes Conference girls hockey with Alexandria at Fergus Falls. Special thanks to Juttner Motors for presenting our post-game report. Jackson has been our KXRA studio engineer at Master Control in downtown Alexandria. For our videographer, J.P. Boleen, and my broadcast partner, Jeff James, I am DMAC Dave McClurg. Our next broadcast tomorrow night will be Alexandria girls basketball. The Lady Cards